What's going on, everybody? We're back in here once again with another live stream. Shout out to you guys for being in here, being involved and being active on this channel. We are here. It is Thursday.
Who is here? Thor is here. Thor!
Yes, sir. Happy Thursday, aka Friday Junior. One more day to the end of the work week. Yes, sir. We are here in studio.
Nope.
Just kidding. But we're here in studio with the homies, Kilgoon and Clumsy. And then later on, Isaiah, Kilgoon, and Pompon. Here to review the August 4th and August 6th Titan Talks. Catch up on some news here, man. We missed out on a lot. Apparently, Jormusi and Tsukuyomi are the next two gods coming. So Jormusi probably after Janus, and then Tsukuyomi after Jormusi. Interesting. They may give us a sneak peek as to what's to come. Who knows? Before we can continue, though, let me go ahead and check for any audio issues that may or may not be on my end. Mic check, mic check, mic check. On my end. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Sweet. So far, everything is looking good on the both ends, on both platforms. So let us continue. I'll be sure to go support them. The brothers on the Ant Smite Game YouTube channel. Give them a thumbs up. Show them some love and support. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Well, 1 week since the last update. It's going to be 2 weeks next week. And they're still continuing to improve the game experience for new and existing Smite gamers. Let us get into it right here. Starting off with the August 4th one. May not go through the entire video on this one. Just some stuff here and there. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Because this is mostly a Q&A. So I want to get to the announcement and see if they give any hints. And then we'll go to the next one. Or we may stick around. Who knows? We'll see.
How's it going? Is this
Hello?
okay? Cool. Hey, we're working. I'm sharing.
Yeah. Okay, start it back.
Hello, chat. How's it going? Is this
Hello?
okay? Cool. Hey,
Yeah.
we're working. I'm sharing the wrong screen on
Yeah.
the TV, so you're seeing
Oh,
it
okay.
a couple
It's a
seconds
little
delayed.
bit
I
delayed.
apologize. What's going on, chatters? It is once again Kilgoon and Clumsy here
Yeah.
with some Titan talk on.
What's up, guys?
Monday.
That's right.
We're just talking about had a decent weekend.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun weekend.
Yeah.
Chilling.
I said I hung some blinds. You know, very exciting life of a dad. But yeah, a couple quick updates before we get
he's
to the
a
thing that everybody's
father.
most excited to hear about. First one,
Congratulations to
Smite
you.
Prime. It's
Yes.
back, baby. Jithan just posted like
Nice.
an hour
Cool
ago.
games.
Well, yeah, it was cool games this weekend. Congrats! I think Globe's team won.
Yeah, that's right. I saw Sun Prodigy doing some crazy work on there too. Heck yeah.
Yeah, so like awesome stuff, and it's coming back again next month. So if you want to
Yes.
play, signups are live right now. Go to the Smite Prime Twitter account or X or whatever the heck it's called these days, and sign up and play some competitive Smite. Like it's pretty
Oh,
open.
shit.
You know, just sign up, have some fun, play some competitive, get to see how good you really are against some of these top players,
Exactly.
and it's really fun. So I recommend
Interesting.
if you love Smite and you've never played competitive, give it a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you've played in some of these, you know, streamer tournaments and all this.
Yeah.
Like
fun.
it's fun, right? Like
I've thought about joining like the OSL draft. I know Hindu's in some of those as well. Not on Smite Prime itself. That's like, you know, I'm not there's a different caliber of gaming there, but it's really fun to just see like, you know, you've got your casual games, you've even got your ranked games, and then you've got just the next level of what people are doing, and it's pretty awesome to see.
awesome.
Ooh.
Other piece of update for everybody.
Interesting.
Mordred is currently disabled.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so there was a bug with Mordred where he could kind of lock people out from doing anything for the rest of the game. Not a good bug at all, not something to laugh about. But,
What?
we are working on fixing that right now, and we'll have him re-enabled as soon as we possibly can. But apologies for that if you are a Mordred controller.
Interesting. No way.
Any other general things
I didn't
you
know
want to talk
that.
about before we get into the...
We played in the
No,
other
I
day.
know on
too.
Friday we were talking about the patch and all the feedback, and it's been really fun seeing people check the game out this weekend. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people trying out all the new stuff, and that's been really awesome to see.
Somebody says 2x win. It was this weekend.
Yeah,
we had 2x first this weekend. So there were a lot of people playing this weekend. It was a good time. Was had by all.
Hey, let's go.
Awesome. Now, I said in the title of this Titan Talk, Clumsy spoils two gods, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. So,
And then Pawn saying I can spoil the God of Carts coming out.
oh, the God of Carts? Well, that's the first one, guys. Brand new god, God of Carts.
You heard it here first.
So we previously said that our next two gods are kind of a traditional guardian-ish character
Sure,
and a
sure.
traditional jungler type character.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I think people have a good idea as to who the guardian-ish character is.
Yes, I believe so.
Due to I don't want to call it a leak. Maybe a little bit of a leak.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do a little fun stuff on stream. and
yeah,
that was
Big
totally
worm.
intentional.
We were trying to show off a neat new lobby feature, and there was an angry face right next to Janus's angry face.
That's true.
And alphabetically, that does inform us that our next Guardianish character will be Jormungandr.
Yep.
Oh,
Jormungandr, obviously a very
hey.
popular character kind
Yeah.
of senses.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't even notice that at all.
Nope.
Welcome, brother. Good morning. Yes, sir. We live. We live. Going over the August 4th Titan Talk right now. It revealed Jormusi's coming after Janus.
Introduction in Smite. Not the oldest character by any means. He's like kind of midlife of Smite 1, I would say.
Coming in that Arthurian like conglomerate.
Yeah, my first note here is Yorm is Snick.
Yorm, yeah, and Chat's got it. Yorm is Snick, and Chat totally agrees with that.
Jorm and
so,
Snick.
Very excited to bring him over. He has a relatively unique playstyle, I would say. The way that like he's got kind of global ult on a kind of more tanky character, which is relatively rare. He's got this, you know, cone breath auto attack.
Yeah, even that by itself is like you want to see that on Yorm and Fafnir's ulti.
You've got throwing
Oh,
out
yeah.
your pools and then popping up and making more pools. It's just like it's time to go swimming when Yorm's in town.
Exactly.
You can't
Obviously,
knock
he's the,
him up
World Serpent, is that his official
That's
title?
right, he's the
Okay.
World
or pull him
And you gave me a couple teasers
Ooh, yeah, I
before
did.
this on what he's
or
going to
knock
be
back
like.
him.
Obviously, chat, before we get into this, next god is Janus.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about Janus on Wednesday. We're going to be showing off his kit. And we're going to go
on
into the
Wednesday.
rest,
Sweet.
Yeah, and go through the rest of the stuff in the kit.
Yesterday.
So, come back on Wednesday if you want to see Janus. and all the previews for
Yesterday.
OB16.
That'll be super exciting.
But after him,
Oh,
2 weeks
yeah.
from, no, 3 weeks from today, I
Yep.
guess, because a week from today, Janus, or a week from tomorrow,
Yes.
Janus will come out,
And
and
then
then
2
2 weeks from
after
that,
that, yeah.
Jormungandr will come out.
Mhm.
Do you want to like?
Really good point.
What was the?
How will Yorm and Aerospo work? You know what? I will double check.
Okay, we'll have to take a look into that. You are working on Yorm.
Yes, I am working on it.
So do you want to talk us through
Oh.
a little bit about like
Hey,
any
clumsy.
teasers about Yorm?
Yeah, absolutely. So his plus ones are generally pretty light. We're not going to go into them exactly right now, like each of the details of the plus ones. But you know, Kilkin was talking about the gameplay hook, about having those deployables, the poison breath. Yorm's got a unique way of playing, and we wanted to make sure that we preserve that. But as usual, we wanted to see if there's any
Yes.
way we can kind of emphasize parts of his kit that felt slightly lacking, and not in terms of like a matter of bloats. Like, you know, we're not trying to give every god everything. But one of the things that was kind of unique but very typical for Yorm is he kind of had this combo-based gameplay, right? It's you throw down a poison cloud, you then submerge through it to break up into several, and then you use your consuming bellow to consume them all, doing a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And after that, you've got these cool basic attacks that would help. You know, they'd be empowered. You'd have even longer duration of that. But it felt after you've done your ability combo, not including ulti, you felt like you know there's a little bit of lack of gameplay for a little bit of
There
time.
was
So we're kind of
really
filling in
nothing
that
else
gap a
to
little
do.
bit. And also just using that opportunity to play around with the theme of a little bit more of that poison, that venom. So one of the things that was kind of interesting with Jormungandr is that he deployed a lot of poison, but he didn't really inflict a lot of poison. And that's not to say poison. We don't want to say the same thing as like damage over time effects, because this is
Dot
not quite the
damage?
same. But the idea for Yorm and his plus on will be the more you basic attack, the more you use your first ability to inflict poison on enemies, it'll build up the opportunity to deal even more damage.
Very cool. You also mentioned to me that he
Interesting.
he will
Probably
be-
whenever you consume, use the bellow one. Is 2. There we go. I knew I fell a little short. That's probably when it'll. How can I word this? Detonate, maybe? Or the poison, or he'll consume all the poison as like as doing damage or taking your life points. That's how I'm imagining it. Because it's not a damage over time. Somebody's saying it's not a damage over time. However, it'll stack up the more poison you do. Then once you activate it, it's like taking back the poison, so to speak. Boom, then you get hit with damage. And you lose life force. That's what I'm imagining right now.
a hybrid scaling character.
He will be a hybrid scaling character, so he'll be doing
Okay.
a little bit of that. He's obviously going to be doing the intelligence side of things, but he'll be doing a little bit of that strength side as well on his second, third, and fourth abilities, but also primarily playing around with that new +1 gimmick, which I'm not going to go into everything right now, but that components of his kit will have a lever that'll allow him to scale into strength as well.
Interesting. Okay. Bluestone, I'm already picturing him in solo. In hybrid. Especially with the new items too. Damn, he might be nasty. Might be top pick, top ban. That's what I'm foreseeing here at least. Because he can clear waves really, really easily. Hello? Are we live? No, we're still live.
Then the last thing I think is probably worth talking about is
Okay, there we go.
this is kind of the support slot in the rotation.
Mhm.
Yorm definitely was played as support, but also had a lot of a solo lane identity.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. We're on the same wavelength, you guys. We are on the same wavelength. Telling you. He could go support and solo. I saw him really mostly on solo. Not so much support. His clear is super, super easy. He could just throw down the pool spit and then just leave, go clear stuff, and then bam. I thought it was kind of cheap. I was like, oh man, that's whack, man. You just throw down your pool, leave, go do some other stuff, and then the pool doesn't work for you. Kind of little jelly about it. That's why I call it cheap. I was like, oh man, that's lame. But still very cool as the Jorm player.
Yes, absolutely.
How are we planning to address that? Make sure we give the support player something and the solo laner something here.
Yeah, so in this time we're going to be looking at Yorm bringing in from Smite 1 to Smite 2, and he's going to be focusing on that, typical Bruiser style gameplay. He's going to have everything that he had before, but we're going to be looking at him mostly on that Bruiser style, but he's going to actually be gaining an aspect that flexes him a little bit more into that supportive gameplay style. So you're going to see still a lot of the disruption. We're not going to be taking that away from the Bruiser style, but we're going to be taking a little bit of that damage output that he can do and shifting it to utility and allied buffing components.
Awesome. So basically, recap, support mains,
Okay.
You will probably enjoy the aspect version of Yorm.
Yes, I would use
Solo mains, you will probably enjoy the default
base.
version of Yorm.
Yes.
So
That being said, the aspect will be losing some components as well that maybe you want to play around with the non-aspect for supports too. If you want to be an aggressive, like almost Kabrakan style
kill lane kind of thing.
supporter, you probably will still want to stay away from the aspects. But if you want to be slightly more utility focused, less damage focused, then you'll probably want to turn that aspect on.
Awesome.
Oh, interesting.
Any more Yorm facts?
Both might be good for me.
I know this is more of like a Yorm not fact. I know there's a lot of discussion in the Ambassador Discord and even in Titan Talks from previously about ideas of like, okay, let's have Yorm get bigger over time or like and stuff like that, right? That's an opportunity, and that's something that we're actually not against doing eventually. We have some other gods in mind that might be more interesting for that, but Yorm as a snack, while he is the World Serpent, even in Smite 1, he's big and he looks really cool. His ulti kind of really emphasizes that, but his default model, like, he can't just get bigger, he'll actually really just get like longer. That's actually not super impressive. So Yorm's not the right opportunity if we did want to explore a mechanic like that.
I do have one
okay.
final Yorm question for you.
Yeah.
What is the best Yorm skin in Smite 1? Because he's got so many good ones.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I may meme a lot about a lot of things, but he's got so many silly ones. And every time I see his skins, I'm like, oh my god, I wanted more badass ones. I'm not gonna lie. What is some cool ones? And then we got like Magusa. We turned him into
Magusa's
like, a cat.
Magusa.
Sorry, we got Goose and Gunner or whatever. Yorm and Gooser. Like, I don't even know what his names are.
There's Long
Okay.
Cat. There's
Yes,
the dragon one with the tiny little arms.
Yes, is the dragon one.
There's the plushy one.
The plushie one's cool.
Where he pukes up the like felt minion to clap.
The
for him.
minion.
Like, he's got so many good skins.
He's got so many
Yes,
cute
I
and silly and
remember
fun
that.
skins. I would love to see some more crazy badass ones, but out of those, yeah, I mean, the cat is just on the level of silly like that's just. Oh, he's got the meatball sub skin.
Oh yeah, he's got the sub skin. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my god, yes, there isn't any Yorman cart yet. That would be pretty. I don't know how.
And then there's the pro skin one where he's a snake. He's the actual snake. He looks like a freaking what is it? Not a cobra. Just a brown serpent. I thought that one was really cool. I thought the cat one wasn't all that good.
Nope.
It was too goofy. I like the goose one though. That one was better. And I do like the plushy one with the clap emote. That's what Kilgun was saying. The little minion comes out and he claps for him. I thought that was great. Very creative. I like that about that skin. Then the subway one.
Nope.
Nah, man. That lineup skin, I'm just really not a big fan of those.
Nope.
Too uncanny valley. I don't want to see a freaking sandwich on the field trying to murk me, you know? That's not how it works. At least for me.
We can make it happen. We can make anything
Okay.
happen. He's not. No, Pool Noodle is.
It's
is that
Kukulkan. There was when that happened, we had a long argument
Maybe
internally.
that's what I was remembering.
Whether there were two parts of the argument. The first one was whether Kukulkan should be a pool noodle or a spaghetti noodle.
Right.
And the second part was whether Kukulkan or Yorm should
That's
get
what I
the
was
noodle
thinking
skin.
about.
So there was a lot. Oh, his Windows Error skin.
Windows
that was
Error skin?
yeah,
That
that was
was
a fan
good.
concept. That was really cool.
That's
That was interesting.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
he's a
That's
bug, a
wonderful.
virus.
That's
for one day.
Yep.
And now,
So to
chat,
speak.
it's time for the next God reveal. The one that you
They don't know anything
you
about
don't
this
know.
one.
Yes, as we said, it will be an assassin type character, a jungler.
I really wanna say something
Assassini.
that's not, but I know they'd just be pissed at me. So
Yes.
I'm not going to do that.
It will be Tsukiyomi.
That's right. Tsukiyomi coming up right after Yormigunder.
Yeah, I am
Yay.
so excited for Tsukiyomi. He just on a personal level, one of my favorite junglers.
He's really fun to play
That's
as.
crazy. I really badly wanted to say it was Ratatoskr just because I know how many of you out there want Ratatoskr, but I know you just all yell at
I'll say, we definitely do hear the rat enjoyers out there, right? And we aren't ignoring that.
Oh,
Ratatasker. Yeah, I
Ratatasker.
think just in the schedule for right now, Tsukiyomi fit a little bit better.
100%.
And Tsukiyomi is roughly as popular as Ratatoskr. They're pretty close. So this lets us make about the same amount of people happy and fit into the schedule a little bit better for us for right now. But we definitely hear all the rat enjoyers. So don't worry. But the next assassin, well, jungler, whatever you want to call him, will be Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi, man, one of our newer characters again, right? He's only a couple years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I judge everything's like, okay, like, Pawn and Era started working on some characters, like everything past that is like newish to me. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
But going back in time, that's actually
Back.
it's been a while.
Yeah, and Pon is working on Suku. So, and I would say he's still a little bit early.
Yes.
So we don't have a ton of spoilers for him. But the things that I can say
Literally right now. Yep, that's true.
is that he is a hybrid scaler as well. And it kind of makes sense, Pon said, with the two different weapons, you know, and his whole essence is kind of duality, right? So maybe tying into that a little bit with the hybrid scaling. He said, we aren't 100% locked in on the aspect, and if you guys have ideas, we'd love to hear them from you. But currently, we're leaning towards and experimenting with something related to the ranged autos aspect. So if you've never played Tsukuyomi, his 1 and his 3, after you use the ability, then your next attack is a ranged attack. And it, in my opinion, leads to this really fun playstyle on him, where you're kind of like weaving between abilities and ranged attacks, and it's very neat, in my opinion. And so
quite unique, too.
Lean into that a little bit for the aspect, but I'm not 100% locked in. If you guys have thoughts, you know, we're happy to hear.
That's one of the main reasons why I really enjoyed Tsukuyomi as well, is because he kind of plays almost like a mage assassin in the sense that, like you said, his 1 and his 3 are kind of mid to long range abilities, and because after them you're getting the range basic attack, you're kind of just playing a good chunk of time from range if you really want to, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, you can hold on to one too.
Note that I have from Pawn, again, this
it doesn't expire.
But his 2 is kind of just like an ability that sits by itself and isn't very related to the rest of his kit. So just thinking about ways to better integrate that into the other aspects of his kit, having the kind of 2 duality parts, right? Because his 2 is just like swing, swing, stun, right? And it's just kind of its own thing. It's a good ability. Don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't tie in well with the rest of the kit. So so that's the teasers I have for Tsukuyomi.
That's exciting.
But I'm very excited. So next 3 gods in order will be Janus, Jormungandr, Tsukuyomi.
They said that in sync too.
No, it's always exciting to see what
man, that's what
take our takes on these characters, and we're already seeing a lot of cool, fun suggestions in chat. So I think that's one of the fun parts for us as well. It's not just developing the characters and bring them, in parity from Smite 1 to Smite 2, but trying to find these opportunities to kind of go above and beyond, and either meeting, exceeding, or just like changing the expectations of the community is so much fun.
Yep. Somebody is asking, so is the 2 on Tsukuyomi going away? No, definitely not going away. We're just as we're looking at +1s, we're thinking about like how the 2 integrates with the kit, because right now it just doesn't benefit from any of the synergies that are inherent in the rest of the kit.
It's a good lockdown ability, it's a good assassin ability, but maybe you can play Witch and Getsu a bit more.
Yep.
Or maybe that'll be some part of the aspect,
Yep.
Hello.
Let's see. Is there anything else that we want to hit on?
I wonder if they'll ever increase the number of. No, I don't think so. The amount of targets he can lock onto with his ultimate. I think he shoots 5 moonbeams. I think it's 5. I don't remember. Might be 4. Trying to remember by the sound effects. I think it's 4 or 5. I wonder if they'll ever increase it. It'd be cool if they did. You can just go. It'd be cool just seeing Tsukuyomi go boom boom from target to target to target multiple times. That'd be great to see. A montage or just a clip of it. You're out here in a team fight play, and you need to dip out. You're like, bam, 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 bam. You get all 5, and then if you get all 5, you get like 2 extras. Bam, bam. Some conditional like that. That'd be pretty cool. So it'd make it worth it if you actually land your abilities. If you miss one, you don't get the extras, right? I think that'd be really interesting. Just see him go and then dip out, or just murk everybody. That'd be cool.
I wonder if you just go take some questions.
I can spoil this one balance thing that I'm working on real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
It may or may not get in, because I'm going to say it's going to be, I wouldn't say it's controversial, but it's going to be a point that people will like. And so you don't even know what this is right now.
I don't. This will be a surprise to me.
Yeah, so I know we talked about it before on Titan Talks, and we've had a lot of questions on it, but we are implementing a change to see, and we're going to see if this works. So if we have to pull it out, I'm just warning you guys in advance. But if it does work, it'll allow us to do specifically a non-conquest balance change for Hecate's aspect. So the idea will be if this works in, then Hecate's aspect in non-conquest game modes will just do a strict 50% less damage, and we're going to see how that feels, see how that works. It's our first kind of experiment there, because we know from the community how much you guys want that. Whether we want to do more work or rework or anything else, that's
that does a lot of damage, man.
Give that a try first, and see how that feels.
Crazy,
awesome.
It's always up there too.
Cool. Well, with that said,
you get sniped out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yapping time.
Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for those teasers and reveals on the next 2 gods. Okay, we're back here now. The August 6th, yesterday's show. Joining us in studio, Isaiah, Kilgun, and Pon. Welcome, gentlemen. Once again, we're here. We're gathered here today to discuss some more updates and god kits in the Smite 2 land. Let's get started.
Hello, and happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome into
another Isaiah.
Episode of
Happy
Titan
Wednesday
Talk.
to you.
I'm Isaiah.
Happy
Kilgun
Thursday.
is with me, and Pon is with me. Fixing the mic really quick.
Trying to make sure it's kind of like falling.
Yeah, it's all good. We can hear
We'll be
you, so
fine,
we're
we'll be
good.
fine.
We're good. Yeah, but we are here chilling on another episode of Titan Talk.
Hey, let's
We've got
go.
a pretty exciting show today. We are in game for Janus as well as all the other Open Beta 16.
Oh, yeah,
Open
baby.
Beta 16 content that is hitting the battleground.
Let's
next
go.
week. I saw the list from you earlier, Kilgoon. Lots of cool stuff. But before we get into it, how y'all doing?
Yeah, doing marginally well.
Yeah.
Dude, my kid is just not sleeping. But other than that, life's been really
I guess
good.
he just had a newborn.
Yeah, having a good day.
Nice.
Congratulations to
Doing
you.
pretty good. Things have been pretty good overall.
Kilgoon.
Awesome. Well,
Kilgoon and
shall
family.
we get right into Open Beta 16? I know we have a lot of stuff to cover today, but we're going to kick things off with Janus, and I can go ahead and bring up the handy-dandy desktop.
The
and, we can start
handy-dandy
going through all
desktop.
of
Yes,
the
sir.
kit and everything. Ponfon, talk to me about Janus and...
Ooh. Yo, my man Janus. Yo, he's looking better than ever. Ooh, you can see the jewels here a lot more clearly. He got a fresh new paint job too. It's not as gold as I remember. Looks a little more, not really bronze necessarily, nor brass either. Like a brownish, tannish. Almost like a nude metal color. It's pretty cool, and you can see his scarf a lot better. It's a big accent along with the blue jewels. That's pretty darn cool. I like it. Oh, his ultimate got a thumbnail update, a graphics update. His 2 did too. Looks a little different. Passive still
Mine
looks
too. Oh, let me
the
make
same.
So
sure I
we can
got
get
audio
a few
here.
things out of the way. He is a pure intelligence scaler.
Which kind of makes sense. Like,
makes sense.
does
yeah.
he do
Okay.
anything physical at all? Like,
Oh, we got some visual updates on his portal and his 2.
Yeah.
what would strength even do?
Whoa. Did his 2 get even longer? Pause. His 3? That line looks a lot longer to me too. It used to go from here to like right here. Increased length for his 3, and then his 2 goes way longer too. Oh. Yo, his shoulder pads are going up. Interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
at all? Like,
Yeah.
which kind of makes sense. Like,
Which makes sense.
does
Yo,
he
his
do
basics look
anything
pretty cool, too.
physical at all? Like,
Yeah.
what would strength even do? Like,
Yeah. We actually
he
did.
throws his balls harder.
Yeah.
Like,
we did try. We did try and look at a few different ways to give him hybrid scaling, but it just felt like he is such a typical like ability mage. It just felt good to make him pure intelligence.
Yeah.
We have looked at some +1s. We didn't look at giving him more aggressive +1s, but every single time we tried,
Portal's looking a lot more
we ran into issues with
slick
like
and
his
clean.
flow just kind of broke down and didn't work as well. Like one example.
They're more spherical now, or circular, instead of ovalish. Because before it used to be the shape of the character. That's why it was all ovalish. Now it's a lot more circular. Interesting. Yo, let's let him get into it. Let him cook.
Example of a thing we try to do is like make it so that his his standard ability combo is you one someone, you put a 3 underneath them, and then you two them so that you land all that stuff at once. We were like, well, what happens if we like make it so that you can do them in a different combo order, and like the flow just kind of broke down. So we focused mostly on ways to make his current existing kit have a lot of quality of life improvements, and also just some plus fun things that felt restrictive from before.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. And I guess the place to start is the passive. So let's talk about passages. Whenever you pass through a portal or a threshold, your next ability deals bonus magical damage.
equal to 20% of your intelligence.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Which
items
you
yet,
have
which is
none.
why-
Yeah, no, I didn't. So the plus one here is that this actually stacks to 2 times, and so this will
Oh,
actually mean
shit.
that you consume them in the order that you deal damage.
Nice,
It's not
cool.
like your 2 will take 2 of them to deal 40%. It's your abilities that follow up will each take 1 to do that bonus damage.
Right.
We just felt this was useful for the times where like Janus, especially like traveling to a fight. You'll be able to enter that fight with 2 stacks of them and have a more immediate upfront pressure.
Oh, there it
When he
is,
ults
yeah.
across the battlefield, who have more immediate
see it right
upfront
here.
pressure. It just gives like a nice +1 to his flow, gives him some more damage. And we can probably talk a little bit
New sound effects too on the portal. And then as you're falling, the animation looks new too. Get 2 off rip. You just have to cross through one of these. Damn. He's gonna do a lot of damage if he gets his kit off. When he gets his kit off. Not if, when. Damn.
About his ult just ahead of time, which is his ult previously had this passive penetration on it, and I know we've had a lot of discussion about penetration as a whole. We removed that, put it somewhere else, and then adjusted his kit around to have just generally some more scaling to make up for the fact that that passive penetration's gone. So you should just notice that you generally deal a bit more damage up front,
right?
And obviously passages stacking up to twice contributes to that.
And he's been swinging in our playtest.
Oh yeah.
Not today when I played, because I was very honest. But normally he's been swinging in our playtest.
Yeah, if you can land the combo, he chunks.
Awesome. All right, well let's.
I had
he already chunked
today
before the
I was playing
combo,
with weird
man.
settings, but
Before this
that'll be fixed
update.
before it actually goes live.
Yeah.
So.
Sweet. All right. Portal is up next. The one. So you open a portal on a surface. Of course, portals on the wall you can pass through. Portals on the ground banish you and enemies upwards, dealing damage on landing.
Yep,
So,
this ability works exactly as you expect it to. The VFX are super gorgeous. Shout out to Arthur who did
Yeah, these
tons of the
look
work
great.
on
Arthur
this.
Yeah.
just kills it
Yeah,
repeatedly.
the honest
Amazing.
VFX coming in, like it was so cool to see like every single piece of it. We still have a few small things working on, like camera stuff, but other than that, like yeah, this is the portal you know and love. You can see also like there's just a lot of things about him that we had to like get right in bringing him over. Like the fact that the targeter has to show like its end location and there's a tether between them and they have to render behind the walls appropriately.
Right,
So like
yeah.
getting all that feedback right was like a pretty hard work for him. But yeah, it's the portal you know.
Your
I
step.
just love like the basiness of all of his abilities.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
sick.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever do a C3PO skin for this Janus. I mean, his voice already sounds very, very similar to C3PO. Then what else could they incorporate into the skin though? That'd be the other thing. The other issue. First, obtaining a license. And then what after that, what comes next? How do you incorporate more stuff about Star Wars and C3PO into the kit? Well, I'll have to take some more time to ponder about it. It's just the voice. Sounds very, very similar. We could have some R2 lines. R2, get over here. Don't leave me. Leave me alone.
It's just like satisfying.
We also haven't talked about how shiny he is now. Like, look
I
how
know,
shiny
right?
he
Look at
is.
all the.
Yeah.
He's glistening.
That's what I was
And
saying.
that's kind of a general art thing that we're working on. In general, we feel like our metallic materials are not shiny enough in like just they should be.
UE5.
So that's something that we are working on in general. It does require individually touching each character, so not every character is going to have shiny metal immediately, but that's something we're working on.
Sweet. All right, the 2 is up next.
There's a 2.
Unstable Vortex. You launch 2 linked portals, dealing damage to enemies in their path. Hitting an enemy with both portals, of course, deals the bonus magical damage.
Yep. Again, pretty straightforward ability. It's the one you know and love. We tried adjusting a few things about it, and it generally just didn't feel like it was that great, so we just kept it as is. The one thing I know some people will have wanted was the removal of the tether in between, and
We talked about it.
We've
yeah.
talked about it. One is we just kind of learned that like over time, like these are +1s people have grown to like and accept, and this is part of the Janus character. Removing them ends up just making some people like upset that like a piece of their character that they've known is now gone.
Yeah.
Plus, we think that there's still plenty of like this is still a very unique shape. The fact that like you can dead zone onto the left or right of it, where like it kind of wiggles in, but that's like your sweet spot for damage. Like,
Yep.
of
course I
That was me in playtest today, mostly.
This thing-
That's an area where you can still dodge. We
I'm
didn't
pretty
think
sure it's gonna be
removing
me
a
too.
component would feel super compelling for him, so we kept it there.
Nice. And of course, as Kilgun mentioned, all the audio sound effects and the visual effects just look super sick.
Yeah, the 2 also is like using our spine tech, which means we also got like super nice particle ribbons and everything. It just looks
Yeah, it looks awesome.
That is super clean, man.
All right, Threshold
UE
is up
5.5
next.
update.
The 3. So of course you unleash a rift on the ground. If you pass through it, you get some movement speed for you and your allies. But of course, if an enemy passes through it, they are slowed.
Yes, and the +1
Which
for
is a
this
slow.
is if they are, so they're considered phased when they're
Phased,
slow. That was like the
yes.
key word that was there. So I leveraged that keyword, and what phase means for this is that you as Janus will deal damages if they have 25% less magical protections on them.
Nice, awesome.
So this is a way to
Ooh.
get your actual magical protection shred rather than it just being passive on your ultimate. It's now more active, and the number's actually stronger.
You can see Ymir has that little visual effects on him touching the portal.
Yep.
To indicate
Oh,
that
I
he
see.
is phased and will take some bonus magical
Little
damage
purple
as well.
by his feet.
Yep. And so the damage there is like if you
Or his
just choose
leg.
them now, like that's like 268, and then you push it to that's gonna be like 290 something.
Yep.
Yeah. So like that's
Yeah.
the ignoring like a base amount of 25% magical protections.
All right, and then last but not least, iconic ultimate from Smite 1.
Dude,
so
this is
many
like-
hype plays from Smite's history with this ability.
Oh,
You almost
yeah.
stole the Gold Fury today. It was
Yeah.
like, it
I was really close. I
The
was really
snipes,
close. And then you
man.
did this,
Yeah.
But, you know, it's
Yo,
all-
those snipes were insane. If you can have vision on the enemy target and you get across the map snipe, chef's kiss, man. Those were always fantastic to watch. I love seeing those. Like, goddamn. Like, Janus dies, he respawns, enemy's going back, and then he's like, all right, I think he's gonna just predictive movement, right? And then he's like, and then you just see the portals going. And then they actually hit the damn enemy. Snipe. Clean, beautiful snipe. Elimination. I love seeing those. Let me know.
We are,
You
of
guys
course, are
seen?
talking
You guys
about,
enjoy seeing
Through
those
Space
too?
and Time. So
Through
this
Space
is
and
your
Time,
tried
yes.
and true global ultimate. If you're
Oh, yeah.
sniping people from super far away, you're dealing extra damage.
Oh my gosh! Look at that, Isaiah. We're in the same mindset. Great minds think alike. Woo! Oh man, I haven't even seen this.
Nope.
I haven't pre-screen watched this. This is all real, ladies and gentlemen. Fire a global projectile that deals up to 600 damage. Plus 80% intelligence and then another 100% intelligence. Magical damage. And opens portals for allies on surface it passes. You are CC immune while firing. Damage increases with distance traveled. You can just one-shot somebody from fountain to fountain, essentially. I haven't seen it done yet. I've seen a snipe when the enemy target is at low or under half health, right? But I've never seen a full-on 100 to 0 just from a Janus snipe. Maybe I'll see one in Smite 2. Maybe I'll be the one to get that clip. Who knows? Probably not.
Nope.
I am mechanically challenged a lot of times. So we'll see. Projectile passes through and damages all enemies and passes through walls. Cannot deal damage to enemies in the fountain. Never mind. Never mind. That dream is dead. Before it even started. So they have to step out of fountain. So maybe, here's the thing. They respawn, they go out, you shoot them, so you time it perfectly. You look at the timer. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, 0. And normally they go, if they have everything ready, they go bam. They dart immediately. So you maybe wait a second and a half, and then start charging. So once it hits 1, start charging. Half a second later, and then and only then can you get the 100 to 0 fountain to fountain edge snipe elim. Does this mean the enemy is in the fountain or you are in the fountain? Because if you're in the fountain and it still doesn't count, that's going to be whack. So then you both have to step out of the fountain. Perhaps. Hopefully they clear that up right here. Distance for max scaling, 128 meters. Portal duration, 10 seconds. Ooh, okay. It's Pretty long
So
time.
this actually is where most of the +1s are actually situated. So 1 +1 for this ability is that the maximum damage it could deal is limited to 75% of someone's health. We think if you can snipe someone that far away, let's let it snipe.
Right.
Yes! Yes! Yes, Pon. Thank you. Thank you. Look, if you actually land that skill shot, you should be rewarded for it. I like that. Let's freaking go. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not a Janus main. I'm already happy about this. So I'm sure the Janus mains are over the moon with this. They're like, yes, finally you can do across the world 360 snipe and actually take out my target. Oh my gosh.
Towards the end of the game today, the tooltip on my ult said that it would deal 1,800 damage at max range.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's the combined if you actually get the max skill, which is pretty hard. It's
Yeah.
That one we think is just cool. It is helped by one other +1, which is the ultimate will no longer, it has like a max range, like at 80 meters, it will stop creating portals. We just remove that. If it's still in the map, it'll still create portals the whole distance that it travels.
And you're probably not going to be fast enough to run all that way yourself, but maybe you can help an ally on the other side of the map. With
or your whole team gets a Stampede plus Reaver
just a
Striders
dropship, you know.
threshold, and you do all the things. Like maybe. But we just thought like if the projectile's traveling, you create the portals, which means also enemies will see that portal appear to them right before the ult happens. Without that tell, it can sometimes actually really, you just get hit by it without even realizing.
You're like, what did I just get hit by?
Yeah, like
but
what?
The portals appearing does make it more useful. We do
pretty
need
cool.
to also get it to show on the map. That's just a bug right now.
Yeah.
It's a great
As
counterplay
someone noticed
feedback.
in chat. And then, yeah, so it lost the damage cap. It can travel its full distance. And we thought there was like one other kind of cool synergy that he could have as the God of Portals, which was he self-banishes, but you can CC immunity to get rid of the banish. Why not let his ultimate just let him out of it? Like, he can just exit it immediately. So if you banish yourself and want to get out of it, or you banish yourself because like an assassin jumped on you and you want to try and like wombo them right as you land, bam. Just get to do it.
Oh, yo, let's go. That's awesome. That's freaking incredible. You'd be so close. Like a freaking Loki would come in, try to get you, and you're like, oh, portal both of you, and you'd want to get out. Damn, I wish I could damage this guy. Like, how am I going to damage this guy as soon as I land, if your abilities were on cooldown, but you still had your ult up? And then the charging timing on your ult, most of the time would just end up getting you murked anyways. So the fact that they added this, I like it. Appreciated, much appreciated. And that's coming from a non-Janus player, non-Janus mainer here. I like it. I like the interaction.
There that obviously makes it less smooth than it should be, but we're also working on that out. So we felt that was like that just lets him have more control as the God of Portals about his own portal banishment.
Yeah, back and see if I can get a max range, you know.
That makes sense.
Why not?
In Smite 1, this was also kind of like the god of like skill diff. Like it was like very low win rate god in the hands of most players, but the top percentage of players can really like show off on it. So if you're the kind of player, you're new to Smite, you've never seen this character before, this is like a relatively high skill cap. You can do amazing things with this character if you can figure out all the details.
For sure.
If not, he won't look as impressive.
Yeah, you have to feel really comfortable about like your positioning and how quickly you can portal out of situations, and confirming like your full damage combo does rely on hitting the first ability, which has pre-fire time, and you have to actually aim it under people, so like it can be quite difficult. And staying in position and losing out on your escape by having to use it aggressively, like he's a character we have to make a lot of trade-offs, and we think that's fun about him.
Yep.
High skill, high reward.
Portals still, where you can have both your 1 portal and your 4 portal open, so you can go one way and then come back.
Yeah, and it looks like we also have a visual bug, which we need to go squash, which is the 1 portal and the ult portal are, it looks like
They're the same.
It looks like they're the same, which they should have different treatment. We had different visual effects. As you can tell, It's the day we're getting ready for his release. There's going to be some visual bugs, but we're going to make sure those are ironed out. Like I think also the portals are staying there longer than they should. So there's just a list of things that we can tackle. He's fully polished.
Sweet.
Yo, his sound effects on his basics are incredible.
Janus, Pon, I don't know if we want to spoil anything, but we were talking before
like
the show. His aspect is in progress, but not going to be in this update, correct?
Yeah, so we have a cool idea. I'll spoil it with the caveat of like
it may not happen.
It may not happen. So because it's a difficult concept. And
okay. Let's hear it, Pon.
With all the healing pass stuff we did, it ended up taking a lot of time to actually get that done, and this one is gonna be difficult. So just know that when we get it actually into playtest and see how it feels, we may end up cutting it. But we had an idea to make him a much more supporty character, and the two ideas that did that were giving him a new shape for his 2, because it's a spline, we can just kind of give it any shape, and making it so that the sweet spot hits did some more CC.
Yeah.
And then the part that probably is cooler is that we had ways of essentially manipulating the end portal location for your portals. So like right now, that one creates like a portal there on the wall, and then there's a far one. What if your 3 placed the far one directly where your 3 was?
Ooh.
And you could do things like put your 3 at a tower and put your 1 on someone and warp them there.
Oh, that's sick.
So the idea was to make those portals more linked and allowing you to kind of mess around with their placement and locations. Obviously, like the example I gave might be a reason why we don't end up shipping it, but that was the idea we were going down. We wanted to make sure we gave that one a full shot, but that one takes quite a lot of effort and time and investment on our part. So
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be wild. Yo, Janus as a support, I welcome it. I welcome it. I'd love to play all these characters in different roles. I want to see how good I can be utility wise as a support and or a solo laner. Just for the team oriented fights or even the dual lane fights. That's a goal of mine. Of course, it'd have to be off stream because on stream things are never gonna be, pristine and as great as they could be due to all the damn Mitches showing up, ruining everything. You can't really defeat that, which is why encouraging, new players, join in on the fight, baby. Join in, have some fun here with these games. That'd be crazy though. You'd have to beads out of it consistently. That'd be the only way to counterplay this portal with the 3 idea they're having. Because you can only get away from it once. And if you don't have beads, then you're just gonna die because you got portaled into a freaking tower early game. And that's gonna be no fun as the victim of the portals. Yeah, brother. That's interesting, though. Being able to portal someone with your 3 onto a tower line or even a Phoenix, just mess with their positioning, that's devious. That's devious. Or maybe they can limit it. So maybe not in early game, or maybe there's a max range that you can displace someone from their positioning. That'd be great. Because even if you don't TP them to the tower, having that ability alone is pretty useful. You can move a support out of the way, or a frontliner, support or a warrior out of the way, or bring in a squishy ADC, jungler, mid laner. You can bring them in and then just take them out. So being able to manipulate the enemy's positioning, I think that's great. With some limitations though. It'll have to be limitations because you'd have to be able to counterplay that, right? I understand that and accept that. There would have to be a high enough counterplay potential to this skill and ability. So we'll see how they do it. We'll see. Or save your people. Yeah. I'm not excellent Excellent idea, brother. I wasn't even thinking about my own freaking teammates. Oh my gosh, not until you mentioned it. Thank you. Shout out to you for that one. Or you could reposition your enemy. Not your enemy.
Nope.
Your ally. Repositioning all players' positions would be great. For your ally, maybe the limitation would be less stringent. So maybe for the enemy, you can move them, 10 meters? And then your ally, somewhere 12 to 15, I'd say. 15 might be too far. Maybe around 12 to 13, something. You can get some epic saves, some epic elims. Yo, the clips would be epic. And it's not even as a Janus DPS. It'd be as Janus support. God damn. That'd make him really fun to play. Although you'd have to have the skill level. So you'd have to be a great Janus player. So maybe a Janus main can go do support. If they get off-rolled into the support role, like, hey, I'm going support Janus, all right? Don't worry about it. I got you. I'll save you. I'll get them in close range. Ooh, who knows? Interesting. I like that thought, though. I like it. We'll have to let them cook and let the bread keep baking in the oven. See what they come up with in their concoction at the end of it. I do like that overall. Let me know. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
Yeah, so hopefully you can all understand after hearing that why we don't have an aspect for it today. It was,
I do.
It was in progress, but not quite.
Need a little bit more time to cook. You know?
I do.
Yeah, so we'll see when we get there, and then if that ends up not working out, we'll get something else. But I thought it was worth being transparent about like why he doesn't have an aspect.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing just like to keep in mind as you're playing Janus, if you've never seen it before, right, is that like your portal, the one right there, it goes two ways, right? So you can either do it on a wall or you can do it on the floor. If you do it on the wall, it's just for you or your teammates to go through. So it lets you escape. If you do it on the floor, both enemies and yourself can go through, but your teammates can't. So you can use it to like avoid something by going down through it, or you can catch an enemy with it, but your teammates won't fall through the portal in his base kit. So
yeah, and then someone mentioned the portal should show on the map. Yeah, they should. It's just that's something we just need to get in.
Still a couple things work in progress,
right here.
But we are planning to get this out in.
There'd be little blue lines and then the connecting blue line, or probably like dark blue and then light blue, because you'd see it on the map. So you'd have to start to snipe from like way over here to get every single wall. See the positioning? You'd have to be like way over here. And aim it so that it hits every single structure here. Just off center. Just to hit the center, you have to be way over here. Interesting. I'm looking forward to this.
PTS later on today, so you'll have an opportunity to play Janus a little bit early, albeit with some of the missing VFX and stuff missing. But of course, we're gonna work to get all that stuff out to you all.
That's a very interesting question from Vafi. The characters in Smite 1 had slightly different basic attack ranges by like a few units. Generally, we've tried to standardize that so that they're basically the same across the board. They still have their offsets, but they do adjustments otherwise to make sure that the ranges are about the same.
Sweet. Well, I believe that is everything for Janus's kit reveal. Kilgoon, while we're in game, I know we have things that we wanted to show off and talk about from your list.
Let's just go straight to
Ascension Pass first?
Ascension Pass for
the list
on a different character.
All right. Well, let me bring us back to Cam's really quick, and I will pull up the Ascension Pass.
Does Janus passive work with base or side teleport? That'd be actually funny.
That is kind of funny. I like that.
Yeah, I can.
Funny.
That one actually.
That's cool. Yeah.
That one's actually really easy to implement because I just sent a callback to this passive. So yeah, I'll try that. That's a fun idea.
Awesome. All right.
I
we actually debated letting him like have a lower cooldown on the Conquest one.
Clumsy in chat's like, wait, yeah, that's smart,
right? Yeah.
We did talk about him having a
He is
lower
shocked.
cooldown on the Conquest
How did we not
portal.
think of that? Yeah.
But
Yo, let's go, chat. Chat giving him an excellent idea. So, because if the towers are destroyed, then that destroys a portal, right? So I wonder what the guy was thinking. He portals on a destroyed teleporter and then TPs to T1 or T2? Or he portals while the teleporters are still alive. Ah, yes, that's probably what it was. So whenever you teleport, you have that cooldown, right? What, like 180 seconds? With Janus, you should just be able to circumvent that. So while the teleporter is still active, and you already used it, so you're on that cooldown, you can use your 1 to teleport yourself to the T1 or T2. Oh my gosh. I think that's what it was. That's what it was. That's an excellent circumvent loophole there as a Janus player. Ooh, I like that.
We're like, it doesn't have an impact on other modes. That was like our only concern there, but letting it interact with passive seems fine.
Yeah. All right, so Ascension Pass for Janus, his shadow skin, of course, is the first reward if you buy in.
Zombie Janus.
Cool. The tracker for the buy-in reward is Max Portal Shot, the highest distance a portal has traveled before hitting an enemy god.
Hey.
That's cool.
That's a cool one.
I guess there is a theoretical maximum to that for the largest map.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we've got your emote. You've got I love Janus's emote animations. They're so sick.
Yeah.
You've got your Objective Destroy tracker, your Goddesses tracker.
Cool.
The second premium tracker is Thinking with Portals. The distance Janus has traveled through his own portals.
Yeah.
So
Just how much distance you end up covering. You're able to move around the map.
especially if you've got a lot of cooldown rate, you're zooming. And then of course we've got the black and gold Onyx skin in the Ascension Pass.
Classic.
The metal materials look so good.
Like I said, this is part of an art pass overall to make metals look better in the game, because they just looked dull and boring, and metal should be shiny. So.
Yeah, and the shininess here I think is good. I know that we're working on the lobby lighting a little bit, and I think this might not have like it's like full, like the darks here might be too dark is mostly what I'm getting at.
You can do the robot dance as the emote.
Opal up next.
Yep.
I love the Opal skins.
Pretty.
Oh yeah,
it looks pretty good.
This is gonna be the one I use for sure.
Not bad.
The global emote is
What is it?
Reverse Portal.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. It's the Simpsons going into the grass. Oh, that's great. I like that. It's freaking hilarious.
That's great.
Shout outs to the team for cooking with all these global emotes for the Ascension.
Oh my
this one was a Ben
god.
special.
Shout outs to Ben.
That's so
This one
perfect
is so
too.
good. Then we've got his wave emote.
Oh, that's
You've got your
fantastic.
Portal Lover title.
Okay.
Your God Kills tracker. Your Mastery badge. And then, of course, Radiant Janus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I used this one today. I thought it looked really good in game. It's just so shiny.
Yeah, this one looks great. And then the card effects are done. We've got dropping minions.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hey,
Yeah, shout out to Quinn. Quinn did this.
let's go.
Do it again.
Yeah, it does.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty darn awesome. Hey, there they go.
Great, yeah. I think this is like maybe the first or second card art or card arts that Quinn has done.
Oh, nice.
And I just think they turned out great. So shout out Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn, whoever you are.
That is your
Fantastic
Janus Ascension Pass.
Way to
all the
go.
content in there. So if you're playing a lot of Janus, whenever the patch goes live next week, you're going to be zooming through and getting all those rewards, and it's going to be really awesome.
I'm just ready for you to like snipe Steel Fire Giant.
Yep.
The back away emote, and then like portal out of the
Exactly. You're like, I'm out.
chase
Peace.
The highlight
great
clip.
point to transition into one of the other new things
Let's talk
that's
about
coming
it.
in this update. Ascension passes are great.
Yo, fantastic. Way to go, guys. Again. It's only been what? Almost 2 weeks. It's only been a week. I'm sure they've been working on this for weeks on at this point. Just a great job of how these guys are continuing to improve the overall experience of the game for new players and existing players alike. Again, going in a great direction. I really, really like it. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the hard work you do to make the game that much more fun. Shout out to you guys.
Great.
Yes.
But they're kind of annoying to have to unlock.
Mm-hmm.
And we want people to be able to enjoy Ascension Passes more. So starting with this update, if you have the Ultimate Founders Edition, you just have all Ascension Passes forever.
Nice.
You'll be unlocking all Ascension Passes with the Ultimate Founders Edition.
Yes! Hydrate up, ladies and gentlemen. Hydrate up. I have all the Ascension Passes. I can get all of these excellent emotes, not just choose who I want to get. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Shout out to y'all.
So if you want to upgrade to the Ultimate Founders Edition, you will have all Ascension Passes. You will get refunded, I believe, in Legacy Gems for any extra Ascension Passes you may have bought. Obviously, you'll still get diamonds for leveling up the Ascension Passes. You'll probably get some free diamonds just
by playing.
We're always thinking how we can be. We have to make money, like we're a business, but we're trying to think how we can be more fair and share more of the fun of the game with you guys at every opportunity that we have, right? And so we think that this is a really cool opportunity for everybody to just have access to more Ascension Passes. So if you're thinking about upgrading, feel free to do that.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. It makes us
get that Ultimate Founders Edition, everyone.
Yeah.
Get all your Ascension Passes forever.
For all of us that already put some skin in the game, this is just a big, big plus. Thank you. Hey, yeah, get your Ultimate Founders Edition pass. You get all Ascension Passes, all gods, forever. Forever. Pay once, and then you get to obtain every up and coming Ascension Pass and God forevermore.
Ever.
Yeah, that is the $100 edition, and you also, you get the tier 5 Zeus. You get there's like a special title and badge
Neath
in there,
one,
and and whatnot. So, should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys are excited about that and
That's dope.
Want to buy it. So
I am.
That's a big.
Already bought it.
Patch. There is actually a surprising amount of work to get. Blake has been like grinding, getting all of the like scripts set up to actually properly upgrade people and refund and unlock and all this stuff. So
shout out to Blake. He's been putting in a ton of work.
Yes. So shout out
Way
to
to go, Blake. Balake. Balake.
That's one. Do you want to go to in-game stuff or do you want to do the skins first?
We
can do
flip a coin. Dun, 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 dun. Chat, what do you want to see first? Let's see if we can get a quick
skins.
Let's see.
First thing I see
is skins. So let's do skins. People are saying skins.
Skins are winning.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Want to see the skins, baby? Come on, show us.
The screen here. So we've got a couple new travelers in this update.
Yep.
One is for a fan favorite skin. We've talked about it a lot on the show before, but it is for Geb1 Geb, and he's looking so clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, let's go, Gebster. He's getting his skin here. Geb1. This is one of the other Spy 1 skins I never got to get. It's a Gundam. Yo, he looks like a freaking Gundam. He looks like Megatron over here. Interesting. And maybe like a Titanfall guy here with the tealish, greenish color scheme here. This very patriotic right here, and it's like a Gundam too. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you get a He transforms into a plane. That's a ward. It has to be a ward. Unless it's a teleporter effect. But I don't think so. I think it's a ward. Yo, get one. Hell yeah. How much is it going to cost? I'm seeing 1,000.
This is great.
Diamonds?
What a good classic skin. Like,
and even like the metal materials, it's like a perfect showcase for this.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, the metal materials that we're just working on improving. Like, I think you can see the level of detail that we're able to get into these skins now with this new approach to materials. Obviously, awesome, awesome skin. Has one of the best sound effects in the game.
Yes.
Which is the VEW. If you are not familiar,
I see the beep, boop, boop.
Oh, does he? I never got the skin, so I don't know. I never heard his VEW. Is it just as great as Raw America's? Yo, he does look freaking sick, man. They're doing a lot more updates to the metallic skins. And Geb 1 here looks... He looks gangster. He looks badass. I'm loving the new 5.5 art updates they're doing. Fantastic job.
That was my text alert notification for years.
Oh my gosh, that's
back,
hilarious.
Back when you had audible text alert notifications, because I've been playing Spy for a long time. But yeah, the skin looks great. And as a traveler, it comes with 3 pretty sweet
3 prisms.
These prisms are so sick. I was looking at them earlier today. The first one, Stealth Strike, just the matte blacked out going in stealth mode.
Hell yeah.
This one is so clean. I'm definitely going to be...
It's in tactical. Yo, this looks so good. It's Geb 2 now. Geb 3 and then Geb 4. They changed his name. This is Geb 2, not Geb 1. I like the little detail that they made. The change there. Ooh. Let's go. My man Geb getting some love.
Of the 3,
do they have different tattoos?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so
shout out to the art team.
So look at that.
This is Geb 1. But this is Geb 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, the art team is having so much fun with these prisms, really making them special.
Hell
and,
yeah.
like on their own. And like, obviously not every prism is going to... Yeah, they do like what they think is appropriate artistically for the prism, right? But I think that like just these little extra, it's like a fighter jet has different different stencils on it. It's kind of like that.
All right, the next one is speaking of fighter jets, combat camo.
Oh,
yeah, I like this one. I think this is cool. It's just like it kind of vaguely reminds me of some of like the early like Tau paint schemes.
Yeah.
Which I know isn't what they were going for, but
you can hide in the bushes and disappear completely.
Yeah, and then of course
the last one's the best.
This
is the best.
It's the best one. Ultra Core.
Yo,
looking like an RX-78 2 out here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty sick. And again, Geb 4, right? We got the extra tattoo or whatever stencil on there.
Yeah, like what do you actually call them?
I don't know.
They gotta have like a term.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is one of my many areas of inexpertise, so I don't have the exact word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
this one is so sick. I'm
Yeah.
definitely using it. Decals.
Decals probably a good word.
That one's so good.
Probably it. There's also some other stuff in here. What are the other cosmetics?
We have got the Geb Squadron
It's a
1
ward skin.
ward skin.
That's cool.
Let's
Repurpose
go.
the jets, make a little ward skin out of it.
And then we have...
It would be a little nitpicking here. It'd be cooler if they added the different Geb skins here as the squadron. So it could be Geb 2, Geb 3, and Geb 4. Even better, whatever skin you're using, you're playing as, is removed from here. So if you're classic Geb 1, then the fighter jets here would be Geb 2, Geb 3, Geb 4. If you're Geb 2, it'd be Geb 1, Geb 3, and Geb 4. And so on and so forth. If you're Geb 4, Geb 1, Geb 2, and Geb 3. I think that's really cool. They didn't do it with this one. Maybe they can do it on the next one. If they ever get an option or an opportunity to do this. I think that'd be really great. Because that would make ward skins a lot more cooler. And probably would incentivize people to purchase and use wards a lot more. Having that as a little cameo or Easter egg, I think that'd be really great. Bring a fun experience and interactivity to new players, and then anyone that purchases prism skins. That'd be another level up, with the prism skins that you wouldn't get with any other type of skin. See where I'm going with this? Hey, if you guys ever get this message, you're welcome. Go ahead and use it. Shout me out. That's all I ask for.
Got the Mecha Step jump stamp.
Okay.
Oh,
hey,
cool.
let's go.
That's kind of neat. Now, one thing that you notice here, this is another thing that is new in this update. We talked previously about how we feel like the coin economy has basically made it really hard to keep up with unlocking stuff that you are paying money to get. And that's not our goal. Our goal is that like there's some kind of a combination of like you play the game and you buy the thing, but we don't want you to get in the point where it's like you buy the thing and then it's like I can't get anything from this and that sucks, right? So at the bottom there, you see it says +5 levels of double coin rewards. Now all classic travelers are going to come with 5 levels of double coins. So instead of getting 200 coins, you'll get 400 coins. This is retroactive. So for any past classic travelers that you got, when you log in for OB16, you will have that many levels of double coins that you can play through. I said classic travelers are 5 levels of double coins. Premium travelers are 10 levels of double coins. And sagas are 20 levels of double coins.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So,
damn.
So you'll get, because they have just a lot of stuff to unlock in them, we want to make sure that you're like able to earn coins at a decent enough rate to get stuff. And you feel like you can keep working through things at a decent rate. We're curious to see how this actually affects the economy and how it goes, but this is something we're going to be rolling out in the next update. So you'll be able to get bonus coins for a certain number of levels after every purchase. And if you've already purchased stuff, you'll get those on your account.
That's sick.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
There is still a cap on the Wandering Market coins, but if you're at cap, you just aren't going to use the boosted levels until you're uncapped and can earn progress.
That
again.
makes sense.
Basically, like you just don't make progress on levels while you're at cap, and then as soon as you go below cap, then you'll earn at the boosted rate again.
Cool. Sweet, sounds good. Well, let me bring us back to cams really quick.
Pretty cool.
I will.
Oh, and very important thing, classic skin means this will be available for legacy gems.
Yes.
Once the traveler is done. So in like 6 or 8 weeks, you'll be able to buy it for legacy gems. It's just initially part of this collection, and you can get it for free if you have money that you spent in Smite 1 that was carried over in just a few weeks.
Nice.
But that's just the classic skin, though. That's not the other prism. Okay. Not the other prism colors. So you'd only purchase this one, which is cool and all. I just think these are also great. So I'd like to have these as well. Or perhaps you can... No, because this is the hall with the pass. I'm wondering. Oh, he has a little tower here too. Watchtower. That's pretty cool. Oh, I don't know how hard it would do to add the cycling skin theme on the ward skins. If it is a lot of hard work, hey, there's justification for increasing the price. Getting yourself some more money. Just, throwing out ideas here.
And then as soon as you go below cap, then you'll earn at the booster. Oh, and very important thing, the traveler is done. So in like 6 or 8 weeks, you'll be able to buy it for legacy gems. It's just initially part of this collection, and you can get it for free if you have money that you spent in Smite 1 that was carried over in just a few weeks.
Nice. Well, let's talk about the second traveler coming out in this update.
I saw Blake was in chat. Chat was asking what the cap of market coins is. A lot of people have never hit the cap, but it's like, I want to say it's like 25,000.
I was going to say in the 20,000s, I think.
I hit cap, but under 20,000.
I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, though.
Yeah. So, So
they probably updated the ceiling on that.
High cap. It should be like, I think we said it as like enough to buy through like 2 entire collections. So it really only affects like players at the who are playing just an absolute ton.
Yeah.
But it is 21,000 or so, or 20,000. I don't know. In that ballpark, 20,000 is what chat's saying. Nice. So, yeah. So it should be. A lot of people are not going to hit it ever because they'll spend it on stuff. Some people are sitting at it.
Me, I was one of those.
But it's enough to buy through anything you buy. So we just don't want people to accumulate infinite coins.
Yes.
And then if we ever transition to another system and we're like, oh, we got to compensate, we got to transition that to something else. It's like, it ends up with more trouble.
Yeah, all those coins. Yeah.
All right. So our next Traveler coming out in Open Beta 16 is a little bit more soft, cute, and cuddly. We've got Plushy Ganesh.
Yeah.
Damn. I can't hate on this one.
Nope.
With the new 5.5 UE engine, artwork update, this plushie Ganesha actually looks pretty darn cute. Not gonna lie.
Nope.
He looks like a little stress ball plushie cushion you can use. Or just like a huggable one. I like the light effects here on the fruits and the flower. Like pretty darn cool.
Yes.
Come in a Traveler.
The shiny eyes.
The definition on those
like
knits,
the yarn. Like,
dude,
yeah, look at
looks
that.
so good. I love the plushie skins. This is one of Ganesh's best skins. Ganesh has a lot of good skins, let's be real. One of his best skins. And for this one, we did something.
Homie has freaking 6 recolors. God damn. Look at that. Orange, red, purple, blue. The OG one. Green and yellow. Oh my gosh.
A little different. We made a couple prisms, and we were like, man, we're kind of like halfway to a rainbow.
Right.
What if we just made an entire rainbow?
Oh my gosh.
Ganesh?
That's what it is.
The art team just went wild with it.
Roy
and
G.
we
Biv.
had a complete full rainbow, a full
I
Roy
love
G.
how
Biv.
the prisms are
Hey,
like in
look
the
at that.
rainbow.
Yeah.
Roy G. Biv, it starts with red, of course.
Yeah.
Orange.
You got your orange.
Yellow.
And then yellow.
It's
Green.
really the second you went through them, I immediately went, oh yeah, red, because red Yoshi.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm gonna go with.
Blue, indigo.
Indigo. I like the indigo.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then the
And then
violet. one.
violet to cap things off.
I might like green the best, but I don't know. They're all
Green
pretty
is a good one. Yeah.
I think they're sick. I think it's just a really neat idea of
Interesting.
let's do a full rainbow.
That's
of them.
cool.
You obviously don't have to get them all. If there's some colors you like,
Yeah,
those,
choose
pick
your favorite
those, right?
colors, you know.
But even more like value in this Traveler because there's so many different colors. If that's the way you want to go.
Yeah. And then speaking of rainbow, you get the Rainbow Warrior title.
Yeah,
as a part of this
if
Traveler.
you're an old Hawaii fan, maybe you're a fan of that.
Nice. And then a global emote. The more you know. It's
Ah.
so good.
That's funny.
That's awesome. And there's actually an extra thing
That's pretty good.
tied to this this Traveler as well. There is an event this patch.
Let's see. I might be able to bring up the event screen.
Yeah, the screen was working earlier today. So it's, we just like to do these free events every once in a while because they're fun. And basically, if you play some games and do some specific things, you'll get some free badges. You get the plushy Sobek badge for getting 20 assists on enemy gods. You get a roll of the cutesy avatar chest for using a non-default skin 3 times in matches. You will get I don't even remember what the name of that Emir one is, but it's the cuddly Emir.
Yeah, I forget the name. Gosh.
If you stun or freeze a god 30 times, and then if you do all 3, then you'll get the rainbow of
badge is
Ganesha
so good.
badges.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
just a fun little thing.
So lots of plushy stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah.
To go alongside the plushy Traveler.
Pretty
in
awesome.
Open Beta 16 as well.
I like that.
Okay, so we talked about bonus coin levels. We talked about that. Is there anything else out of game, or should we just hop in? I think we should probably just hop in.
Sweet. Do I need to hit a Q or can I just go and practice?
You can just go and practice.
Cool. I'm picking my man.
Ooh, new stuff.
Don't pick Janus. Pick somebody else.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Sorry.
You wanna just-
He's okay, but
just right.
pick somebody else.
What? I want to play Janus. Oh man, that's funny.
Isaiah's
See
funny, man.
here. I need to leave
He's
my
super
custom
chill.
lobby, and now I can go in game. Let's do.
He does actually have all
on
the
her.
things.
He does. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of the
Okay,
words,
what
so
the
I was
words?
just
Okay.
like, I was like, I would rather shut off somebody else.
Yeah, he's really weird. I think Helix is the one that I sat.
No, I actually didn't think that was. There was a different one. But anyway, we'll talk after. It's not a big deal. Okay, so
boy on her.
You know, same as always. This is on her. Can you go into the settings and turn on the new? I don't even remember where it's located.
I believe it might be in either accessibility, assists,
no,
visuals, or it might be under gameplay. Let's see.
Maybe UI?
Maybe UI.
Might be UI.
You must have turned it off because there it is.
I did.
Show short ability descriptor. Okay.
Cool.
So by default, this will be on when you boot up after the patch, and this will be on for new players. So as you note now on your ability icons, there is a single word that gives you an idea of what this ability does.
Yes.
This does update for aspects or for when you use like multi-stage abilities.
Huh.
If you've played this game a million hours, this is useless to you.
I see it. Here, it says zone, push, leap, and damage. Interesting. Okay, that's what it was. That's what it is. It's gotta be that, yeah. It has to be that. Because I've never seen that before. I just know these off of instinct. Or just memory. Yeah, it is that. Those little words. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna talk about it and then show us, but they're already here. They're showing us as he's talking. Oh damn! I'm glad I noticed it. Otherwise, I'd be lost. Like what is this dude talking about? That's what I was thinking. Like, what is this ninja saying? And then I saw the words. He's like, oh, that's what it is. Oh shoot! Okay, it tells you what it does. Oh yeah. Yo, new players, this is very helpful for you guys. Excellent
As you
feedback.
note now on your ability icons, there is a single word that gives you an idea of what this ability does.
Yes.
This does update for aspects or for when you use like multi-stage abilities. If you've played this game a million hours, this is useless to you. But if you're playing a character for the first time and you don't want to read long-ass descriptions, you can just know, okay, I've got an ability that zones, I got an ability that pushes, I got a leap, and I got something that does damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Really quick idea of what a kit does. Then, if you want to take that to the next level, hide cans for a second. Sorry.
Wrong button, sorry. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, you get to the point where you want to learn a little bit more. Push control to see what your skills do. We've added a super short description of what each ability does after the ability.
Yeah.
If one word is not enough, 4 words, 3 words might suffice.
Yeah, so just a little bit more, like, really quick, what does this thing do?
Yeah, I see Impale is knockback to stun.
Yeah.
Super simple.
Cool.
Yeah.
Enfeeble is my attacks weaken enemies. Cool, I got it, right?
Weaken enemies.
Like, Desert Fury is throw mini spears. Like, some of them are kind of silly, but that's what it does.
Yeah, man. Yo, keep it simple. Keep it simple. That way everybody can understand what this is. It doesn't matter if it sounds goofy or silly. This is actually really, really good. It provides a short and quick, immediate feedback description on what the ability does. Leap and knock up. Oh, he plays this is a oh, hang on. Kind of a mix of a Smite 2 and League key bindings. Yeah. Because for for League it's the QWER. Then I think TNF maybe. I don't remember. I know your 1 through 4 is QWER. So he's playing both. He's flexing here. Oh, spacebar his ult. Okay.
Right? Like And some of them, like we try to be as like descriptive as we can with it of like what the thing does, and not super flavorful, right? This isn't like a what's special. It's just like, if I push this button, what's going to happen? Exactly. Kind of thing, right? And I think that even if you are like a seasoned player, if you're playing a character that you haven't played in a while, this could be helpful just as a quick like reminder.
A reference.
What do these things do again? So that's that part. Next, let's go look at some items.
Cool.
New item.
Just buy. Click on not a starter.
Okay,
for first. Okay, let's go to any item. Doesn't matter. And buy your tier 1. And you'll note we have pips under the items. So there is 1 pip because it is tier 1 items.
Oh.
If you click on a tier 2
and buy it,
it's a tier 2 item. And if you click on tier 3, 3 pips and it's gold.
Oh, okay.
This is something that Smite 1 did, which is very helpful, we believe, to communicate like
interesting
when I am done with an item and what stage my items are in. Our starters will also do this where they
I
have
didn't
a
even notice
2-pip
that
presentation, which is something that we never had for Smite 1, by the way, where it's like if you buy that
okay, there it is.
It's in the
it's in the very bottom.
It's in the bottom left. And then if you buy the upgraded part, then it shows the 2 pips. Make a note that it's not showing that in the
in gold.
So that is another piece of understanding, like I'm building my way through items.
Through an item,
I have completed items versus not complete items.
Oh, useful.
So that's another improvement. Next,
very, very useful.
Can you spawn a god bot for me?
Yes.
And then kill it.
Oh, that's easy.
Your middle tower is under attack.
All right, you ready for it?
Ready? Oh, it didn't work.
Oh,
bots are
maybe it's a jungle practice.
What happened?
It could be a bots thing, or
it
it could be a jungle
It could be a
practice
jungle
thing.
practice or bots
Jungle
thing.
practice or
The big reveal, health bar stay.
Well, that's bad.
Oh no. What a fail.
Let's go. Can we maybe boot up a different thing to see this?
Different mode.
Maybe we could actually load into a quick play joust.
Yes.
And we can kill a couple features at once.
Ooh.
Sorry. Basically, what's going to happen? Apparently, we should have tested this in jungle practice. Apparently, with bots beforehand. But
that's funny.
When you get a kill, there is now kind of a explosion dissolve effect to the health bars. So it's another piece of feedback to have a this person has been killed, and it gives you just a little bit more feedback that you have completed this kill.
Yeah. I think internally we've also given some feedback about the color of that one, so people might see that, but it's things we're showing are work in progress.
Yeah. So, but I think that it looks
interesting.
Good, and we will show it in a little bit once we get into the joust.
I'm loading in.
Okay.
Yo, that's pretty cool. Now they finally have quick play joust.
Because there's something we have to show once you get enough gold to buy your second item in quick play as well.
Yes.
So.
Hey, let's go, baby. Second progression for new players. Here it is.
Raw.
Waiting for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Raw.
I watched on her throw more than one spear. Yes, he threw many spears. We can look at what Raw's descriptions are too, just to give you an idea of like another character.
Yeah.
Some of them are easier than others, I will say. It's very difficult to summarize some of these abilities into just a handful of words.
Yeah.
And there's some people asking if we've talked about Janus. We have. So that was at the start of the show.
So obviously, damage, slow, kill, snipe, very obvious. And then his passive usability, move faster, cool. Line damage, area slow, conditional blind.
Yeah.
Area heal, buff damage, and
long range damage beam.
Yeah.
Straightforward.
Let's go. I'm loving this.
Now this is quick play joust.
That's so great.
Quick play joust is actually going to ship in this update.
Yay! Let's go. Quick play joust incoming, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We get to test out some more stuff. Yo, new players, you get to go and advance to the next stage of your Smite career progression. No longer will you be stuck in the quick play arena. Now you can level up and go to quick play joust, and then quick play conquest. Oh yes, and then you can go to regular see how bad things are there, and then decide to get in ranked and start your ascension. Yes. Looking forward to all this, especially for the new players.
So, we are going to be testing Quick Play Joust as like the default mode for new players for a little while, just to see how it goes. We may switch back to Arena. It really just is what the number shows lead to players sticking around more.
Yo, jump in. Jump in, new players.
Why we wanted to test this is that like it's a little bit more of a traditional MOBA experience in a single lane, and it's 3 versus 3 instead.
Hang on, there you go. That Kearney talking was throwing me off.
Around more.
Yo, why is that? That has to be another player, someone from the dev team playing. Because can the bots themselves do their own voice lines? I haven't heard that. If they can, that's pretty interesting.
I think that part of our thesis of why we wanted to test this is that like it's a little bit more of a traditional MOBA experience in a single lane.
It is.
And it's 3 versus 3 instead of 5 versus 5.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit fewer things to focus on at that point in time. Now the whole thing is sped up, so you know it should be quicker than normal Joust. It has all the other quick play rules around item building, around everybody.
That's the
has
next
their relic,
logical progression.
All those kinds of things. And I'll just let you kind of play for a couple minutes, or else you can add gold is another way to get. Oh, we got to kill somebody.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess we could. There you go. Hey, did you see the nameplate dissolve there?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me replay that.
There you go.
Hang on. Nope.
Kill somebody.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess we could. There you go. Hey, did you see the nameplate? I guess we could. There you go. Hey.
Nah, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm missing it. I have to slow this down. Let me go half speed.
Yeah.
I guess we could.
To the bar. That just looks normal to me. That looks normal to me. I must be missing it. Let's see if they show it again.
There you go. Hey, did you see the nameplate dissolve there?
Yep.
No.
Yeah. So that was the new nameplate.
It seems like it's a local bug.
Yeah, it seems to be a local bug.
I didn't see it.
Because jungle practice does not happen. Yeah,
Yes, on the server side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
And then you said we need to check something.
we
for
need to
when
get
I get
enough
enough
gold. Yeah.
I'm almost there.
Let's look at it again.
Nice snipe.
Yep.
I like how we're just like commentating.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Quick.
Yeah.
All right, items available. I see it in the bottom left.
Okay. So now go back to base. On her kills your Janus.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Lets you know.
And then so now
Oh, that's so much prettier.
it's
Yeah.
so much prettier. It's centered on your screen. It has visual treatment, and then the glow color around the edges is also
right here.
tied to the type of item it is, I
Ah,
believe.
okay.
So if it's a defensive item, I think it's a different color than a hybrid item and whatnot. And this does not
Interesting.
show this treatment for the first purchase that you make in a match, for a quick play match, because that's a different widget.
Yeah.
But we are going to reskin that widget as well to use the
Ooh.
same treatment.
Okay.
We think it just looks a lot better. There's also space on this widget to add like another kind of descriptive short single word of what the thing does. That just didn't make this update. That'll probably be in the next update.
Word.
So trying to make it just look a little bit better. And for people who are like, can we have this presentation with picking relics? That's the same widget that's used
Ooh.
at the first part of this quick play. So when we update that, yes, that will also be updated for relics, probably in the next update.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Excellent visual upgrade to the item store on Quick Play, or just how it's presented, you know? That looks really, really nice. Way better than, I like the upgrade, way better than the first version. And I like the little shimmering effects he was saying. They'll be different color depending on what kind of item it is. Ooh, They have to fix that first one though. They should buy another item and we'll see it there.
But not for this update. So yeah,
pretty,
so
it
you
adds
just pick an
depth.
item, whatever. And it maybe actually just like give yourself like add gold or whatever, and just like buy a bunch of items, and just like so you can kill people real quick. If that works.
So we can see it.
Because people want to see the explosions again.
Yeah, even having them, it just looks pretty.
Yeah.
I know when we did the first pass on it, we were like, yeah, we need to make this better.
Yeah, because like we didn't want to put a lot of time into it if it didn't work.
Yeah.
But people really like it, so if they like it, we're gonna put a little bit more work into making it look better. Because we want to make sure people have a good first experience. Okay. Did you guys see the explosion there?
Oh, I kind of saw it there.
So it's a little shake and then explode. So the nameplate explosions will be in every mode, and you'll see those.
Okay.
And then eventually the kind of pick 3 UI treatment will expand to relics at the beginning of matches.
Yeah. So quick play joust in this update after a couple times where we
After
tried.
a couple times, yes.
And then some quality of life stuff around, the item purchase flow whenever.
Okay, let me see.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me slow it down. Go back. Let's see. Let's look at this new health bar explosion thing. Feedback that they're talking about.
Make sure people have a good first experience. Okay.
I didn't really see it there. I saw it on this one.
Do you guys see the explosion there?
You can barely see that, man. I saw it, just barely though. Watch. Look at the nameplate right here.
See the explosion there?
Yeah, here it is. I think it happens a little way too fast. If they can put it somewhere up higher, that way we can see it more clearly. I think that'd be greater.
Yeah.
Look at the other one.
Because we want to make sure people have a good first experience.
He sounds drunk.
Okay.
You can barely see that up close, man. That might be just me. I don't know. Let me know what you guys see or don't see. What are your thoughts? Because I can't really tell. Even he's right in front. You can barely tell. That looks like it's been there. You can tell when the target is a lot farther. Whenever it's right in your face, though, I can't really tell, man. I have to really be looking for it. And in the middle of a fight, I'm not gonna be looking for that, man.
Nope.
I'm telling y'all. This one is a lot more visible. And it happens so fast too. You can't really tell. It's going normal speed now. Again, it could just be me. I might be the one bugging.
If they like it, we're gonna put a little bit more work into making.
Let me know.
Because we want to make sure people have a good first experience. Okay.
You barely.
Yeah.
Now that I see it and I'm looking for it, I can see it. As for before, nah, man.
Nope.
I could barely see that, man. You'd have to get me to actually look for it in order to see it. I think they can work on that feedback a little more. Because it goes by way too quick. You can't even notice it if you're not looking for it. Now that they're talking about it, yeah, you can see it. Because this is a live demonstration and it's primed up in the forefront of our minds and what we're looking for. When you go back, like next week, when this goes out, we'll probably forget about this. So if they could make the feedback a little more clear, that'd be great. Maybe move it or make it slower, something. That if they're trying to implement that, just more clarity. Because again, as I'm saying, if you're not looking for it, it's just gonna go right over your head. It did for me. I've been playing this game 11 years.
So it's a little shake and then explode. So
you barely see the shake, man.
Explosions will be in every mode.
I only saw the explosion because
and then
it's
eventually
separated.
The kind of pick 3 UI treatment will expand to
That's
relics at the beginning of matches. Yeah.
So quick play joust in this update after a couple times where we
After
tried.
a couple times, yes.
And then some quality of life stuff around, the item purchase flow whenever you get in.
Maybe it's the color scheme that they're using for the animation of the explosion. Because there's a lot of yellow and gold effect that appears whenever an enemy gets killed. And the non-color, or it looks black to me. You can't really tell.
It look better. Because we want to make sure people have a good first experience. Okay.
Yeah, see, look. This is your main focus. All this color right here. And the exploding health bar, it just gets overshadowed by what's happening all around here. Like, you can barely see this. Especially up close.
Do you guys see the explosion there?
And see, look. Again, maybe because it's raw, there's a lot of gold and yellow. So perhaps if you use a different god, it might look different. It might look better, more visible, more clear. But this, you can barely see that, man. And we saw that right here with the Anubis. You could barely see that. There's so much brightness happening going on. If you're not looking for this disappearing thing, you're gonna miss it. So maybe change the color of it. Maybe like a contrasting color. Because that's not really black though. Kind of looks brownish to me. Something that'll make this stand out amongst all the other bright colors going on around it. And it happens so fast too. So definitely, I think changing the color would help. Maybe like a green or a purple, something to stand out from what's happening on the background.
Yeah. So it's a little shake and then explode.
Yeah, they know what to look for because they're the ones who worked on this and developed this new system. As a player, though, that's just gonna pass right by you. It's not really all that noticeable.
So the
especially if you're not even looking for it,
and you'll see those, and then
nah, man, you will not see that at all.
UI treatment will expand to relics at the beginning of matches, and
those are just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah. So quick play Joust.
Let me know. Let me know what you guys think.
Yes.
And then some quality of life stuff.
Be great to hear your feedback as well.
Purchase flow whenever you get enough gold for your second item. But then more updates coming for your first item and the relic screen in a future update.
Yep.
All right, I'm bringing this back
I don't think we need to be in game to see anything else.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, so basic attack sound effects have been revised for Agni, Anhur, and Aphrodite. And Agni's basic attacks now also have a projectile sound. So we talked about before, we were going through basic attack sounds and making sure they all felt right and had the right level of impact. So Agni, Anhur, and Aphrodite have a pass. Somebody in chat says, I thought Anhur sounded different. They do.
There you go, yeah.
So you noticed. So hopefully that sounds good. Kellen's been working on that. People noticed.
Damn, look at that. They're working on the smallest, most minute details to try and level up the player experience and overall enjoyment of Smite game. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to you guys. You know, the devil's in the details. It may seem small and insignificant to some people. Although I know you guys working on this, you have to. And I appreciate that. As someone that loves detailed things, I really appreciate it. I like that. Respect to you guys. It shows how much dedication and passion they have for their craft and just making the whole Smite game experience a lot better for new and existing players. Shout out to y'all.
Earlier,
that's why I'm still supporting this game.
The lighting is
I love
different
it so much.
in Conquest. This is kind of our first pass on working on some of the lighting. This isn't the full lighting package that we've been working on, but this is the first pass of some of that.
Straight up.
We think it makes the game should just generally look better overall. So hopefully that's a notable improvement. That's only in Conquest right now. So that's the only place you'll see, and also in some of the main menu
Yeah, the main menu lobby, they're working on that presentation as well. Like, and this is also just to make sure that we establish like a baseline before you go changing it to all the other modes.
Right.
Yeah. So we want to see kind of
That's good.
how people feel about this before we implement it everywhere. There are, as we said, some other things we want to do, more like area-specific lighting and whatnot. But this is just kind of the base flat pass of, is this the good new default lighting so we can start working from here? People seemed excited about that when we first showed it in chat, so hopefully everybody liked it.
Yeah.
There are,
I did.
this is just there are other bug fixes in here, but there is a specific one that I have been asked to call out, which is that Heartward now is properly working on aspects that some aspects have heals. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we built out tech to basically say like, hey, if you have a talent, you either gain or lose this specific tag for healing, because some abilities gain healing, some abilities lose healing. And we had that working in dev, but getting it into live had some problems. And so now in OB16, that tech will be working.
Nice.
So if you had some interaction weirdness with any of the healing items with your aspect side of things, that should be working better in the next patch.
Awesome.
Yep.
Good to know. Thanks for
We
the
have
update.
a couple changes for Conquest that are kind of... We're not going to talk about God balance today, but I figured I would hit on the Conquest balance. So we're changing the way Totem works.
Yep.
It's now going to take 50% less damage from gods outside of the totem's radius, and the killer reward no longer grants +1 cooldown per kill. Instead, it will grant you a 10 cooldown buff for 60 seconds, plus immediately a 15% cooldown reduction on all abilities.
Yeah.
Do you have...
Yeah, so just...
Yo, making it way more contestable, or what's the word? Enticing. That's the word. Much more enticing to contest for. Because with the new changes with the money camp and then the harpies and the ward harpies, that took precedence over the totem. So now it's gonna make it, oh, you really want to get that totem now, along with everything else too. So it can make you decide, oh, do I really stop this guy from taking this totem, or do I go get some farm? Cool, in solo lane, give him some love there.
Just so we're currently discussing things about our Conquest Pass. We're currently working on some of it. It's going to be a rollout over time as we get more and more of these pieces in. But this is like a general direction kind of shift for like what you can expect to see. So the goal is not so much of these incremental advantages that you can't really feel. Winning the totem should feel more impactful, and you should actually have to commit to fighting for the totem. If you can just poke someone who's going for the totem and you end up getting a half health advantage and they get 1 CD, that's not really felt. It doesn't feel like it was worth going for it. But if you immediately get a whole bunch of cooldown reduction, you immediately get some refunding for having spent abilities to contest it, and someone who's trying to just poke you outside of it is not able to really poke it as effectively and try and snipe it from you, that just all goes to serve the totem feeling impactful and something that you have to actually commit to fight over.
Yep.
And that's the kind of stuff we'll be looking at all the objectives for. So you'll see more of this roll out over time.
Additionally,
cool.
and sorry, people are saying it's a 15.
No, so it's 10 CDR for 60 seconds, and then 15 immediate refund. So if you had 10 seconds left on your one when you kill it, it immediately refunds 15% of that remaining cooldown.
Yes.
So you just get your abilities back faster the moment you take it, and you also get a 60-second buff that just means you're going to be casting more in lane.
Yep.
Sweet.
So
that's
hopefully
pretty
that
cool.
sounds a little bit balanced, more balanced people than I maybe initially worded it. Secondly, the fire imps. A couple changes here.
This one's cool.
Yes. So the door behind the fire giant is now open until the fire giant spawns at 15 minutes as part of this change.
Oh.
So you'll just be able to walk through that area at first. Secondly, the loose...
Sweet. No 10% penalty for opening the door, or 10% of your current HP or max HP. I forget which one it is. Nonetheless, it's a 10% health penalty for opening the door.
Rocks in the fire giant pit have been removed and will no longer spawn there. But we are
Didn't even know what they did, man.
Nope.
Not gonna lie. Saw they were rocks. Okay, what do these guys do? They buff me? Do I get more DPS? More damage to the objective? Or a debuff? kind of pay attention to that.
Increasing the number of fire imps that spawn from 2 to 3, and we are reducing their base health and damage.
Yep.
So more of something to actually fight over, and
Yes.
you can even like go there more easily as solo to fight over these and get a benefit out of fighting for them.
Moving you more towards the center of the map, moving you more towards the center line of the conquest map. If you're gonna fight over this, it's a contestable thing. The mid laner might get involved. The jungler is more easy to get involved, but it's also just more accessible from the solo lane as a whole, right? Because that wall is gonna be gone there at the start of the game, so you'd have to go all the way around. Means also if you want to try and like come in and just poke someone who's taking it, you have that option to play as well. We just think this is a better version for solo lane contention on that side of the map.
Yep, and I have 2 more, and then we can take
That's a lot more
time here.
Dynamic play style than
on
solo.
PTS today. When you log in, if you play in the flash test, which will be going live in about 15 minutes, I'm assuming.
Right after the show.
Right after the show. We believe we have set it properly so that you will automatically be level 20 or something and have a ton of currency to spend. So previously on our flash tests, people were like, I'm not level 5 yet, so I can't play in the actual queues. That wasn't great. Also, they didn't have any money, so they couldn't buy things to test them. Part of the reason why we do this is because we want people to test buying things and see if they can use them. So you can buy things and test them on PTS. Obviously, your purchases there won't carry over to live, but it does let you try all the new stuff on PTS more easily without the issues that we were having previously.
And I believe as a part of this, in PTS only, it's not going to transfer to live, but we are giving every god, all the gods are going to be unlocked. All the gods will have 1,000 worshippers available for you. So if you go in and purchase an Ascension Pass, you'll have access to all that content if you want to test that out, stuff out too.
And the last thing, today is a new Game Pass drop day.
Yeah.
So if you are a Game Pass, I don't even know what the level is. I think it's if you are a Game Pass PC or Ultimate subscriber, you will, previously for the last drop, you got the Summer Medusa. That drop is going away today. If you claimed it previously, you'll still have it as long as you remain subscribed. But starting today, you will get Phantom Seas Poseidon for free.
Nice.
So if you are a subscriber and you've got things set up and you log in, free Phantom Seas Poseidon for Game Pass members. So enjoy your free skin.
Oh, awesome. And then I have one more thing. Just as a reminder, I know you mentioned
That's
it on
pretty
Monday,
cool.
but we do have Smite Prime kicking off this weekend. The August circuit is starting off. So if you want to find a team, sign up, compete for some diamond and cash prizing over the course of the next few weeks, Smite Prime is open and available for you to do so.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been cool seeing after every weekend we're getting like the highlight
The
clips.
clips have been
that's
been awesome. Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
Do they showcase these?
Any other notes from you?
Smite Prime games?
No.
Okay.
Or stream them.
The only thing is if you end up playing Janus on PTS, there's probably gonna be a bug that you're gonna experience, which with Action Cam 1 if you play on Action Cam.
Oh yeah, that was my bug. Don't use Action Cam 1 on Janus.
You end up making portals like in Phantom Space. Just don't do that.
I don't think too many people that play PTS probably use Action Cam 1, but don't do that if you're playing Janus.
Yeah, but we think he's in a pretty good state. I don't know of any other major bug that he has. I'm sure someone will find some weird portal interaction. I'm sure, but we did try and do. Actually, I will actually say this. There was one note about Janus porting over. Just in the process of porting things over, the things you can cover. We found a list, a hard-coded list from Smite 1 of 101 entries of specific abilities to yay or nay, allowing them through the portal while firing.
Oh my gosh.
Just a hard-coded, maintained forever list.
Damn.
Just existed. And so we had to make sure that we had parity with that and brought it over. But like, that's the stuff that you find as you start
digging
these
through.
characters over.
Yeah.
Damn, yo.
Action Cam 2 is fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
For some reason.
Yo, shout out to the previous coder for Janus for putting that in there. Way to go, buddy. Round of applause to you.
Only Action Cam 1. And if I play playtest most days on Action Cam 1 just as a running the test, like somebody needs to do it. And normally fine, don't have any specific issues to it. But today was the day that we were happy that I played on Action Cam 1.
I tested on 2, so I just wouldn't run into it.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to do the quick little recap.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's been.
This is my favorite part, by the way.
It's been 2 weeks since our last time we talked, our last major update, where we had a ton of stuff in the last patch. But in this update, we have Janus with his Ascension Pass. We have the Geb 1 Traveler. We have the Plushie Ganesha Full Rainbow Traveler. We have the Plushie event. We're now giving you bonus coin levels from buying Travelers or other things in the Wandering Market. And you will get those boosts retroactively if you previously bought anything.
Hell yeah.
The Ultimate Founders Edition will now grant all Ascension passes forever. We have exploding nameplates. We have one-word ability descriptions. We have the short ability descriptions. We have the item pips. We have Quick Play Joust. We have the improved UI for leveling up in Quick Play. Conquest has changes to the way the totem and the fire imps work. We've fixed Heart Ward. We have new Game Pass skin, and we've added new sound effects for Agni, Anhur, and Aphrodite. And PTS now has level up and currency stuff when you just log in. It's been 2 weeks. So again, we are trying to move as quickly as we can to keep making the game progressively better. Hopefully you all can feel that every time you log in and play. We've also been doing other stuff in the background that we didn't talk about today, and we have more balanced stuff to talk about on Friday. But yeah, we've definitely been working, and hopefully y'all are excited about the direction of the game.
I am.
Well, we've got about 10 minutes left, so why don't we just cap off the show with a quick little Q&A section before people can hop in and start playing Open Beta 16 on PTS.
I'm at least one person
which is updated thoughts
that's excited about it.
We're keeping an eye on it. I
got
don't
one
think
at
we have
least.
plans to turn it on for ranked this patch. I think we're keeping it off for ranked still. We've been seeing that it generally feels a bit better on the melee warp after some of the rules changes we made. So we're just going to keep an eye on it. It doesn't seem to be out of balance with the rest of the cast. So it's a tough one, though, because it is such a fundamental game shift to how it works. We just want to make sure that all the issues are ironed out before we potentially expand it into ranked. But I think we're in a spot where it's probably going to stay, but we might end up, at least the dash part of it, the actual passive bonuses of range and melee, that's something we could still tweak a little bit more. But actually having a little dash button, I think, generally feels pretty good.
My knee itches, man.
I see a lot of people asking about why we're refunding the legacy passes or the Ascension passes and legacy gems and not diamonds. Very few Ascension passes were purchased for 100% diamonds. At most, the vast majority of them were purchased for 450 diamonds and 450 legacy gems previously. You do get 450 diamonds back through playing through the Ascension pass. So we felt like, given that you're getting the 450 diamonds back as well, that it was reasonable to say, here's 900 legacy gems. Obviously, there are a lot of things that you can get with legacy gems, and that was why we came to that description.
All right, interesting. Well, that's the whole
also,
total.
You are getting for the vast majority of people are getting many more free diamonds worth of content and additional free diamonds from playing through Ascension passes. Than because you also, if you think about it, you're going to get at least 200 diamonds for every future Ascension pass that ever comes out for free, plus all the other ones. So.
Someone asked what's the experience like digging through old Smite code. It depends on what it is. Sometimes it's just you end up coming across wild things. Like I know I don't actually think we ran into this again, but there was for a while. Apollo's ult had or was it? I can't remember if it was Kumbhakarna or Apollo, but they had specific rules for roadkill logic. So, someone being up in the air and getting hit by Apollo ult. So sometimes you just run into cut features that you didn't even know existed. Other times I'll ask a technical question about hey, how's the actual area of this attack calculated in code? And I'll get copy pasted the whole wall of text that describes it, and I go, okay, I'm gonna parse as much as I can. Otherwise, I'll throw to ChatGPT to give me a summary of what what the code's actually trying to get to, and then use that to determine the numbers that I'm gonna use. I know Janus's 2. It's actually described as a sine wave, and luckily the code had very clear descriptions of the amplitude, the phase, the offset, the period. It had all the things I needed to actually get it again. So it just depends on what you run into. Sometimes it's a tangled mess of bad, and sometimes it's just interesting to see how certain problems were approached.
Meticulous. Some of them are very meticulous.
I don't have any update on what Jormungandr's first skin will be. It's probably on the calendar somewhere.
But so many good skins,
We were having a discussion, just randomly internally yesterday. What's the best Yorm skin?
I know.
Is it the goose? Is it the cat? Is it the sandwich? Is it a lot of
not the sandwich
ones?
Nope.
Nah. Why not create and sell cool kill animations? That's definitely an idea that we have explored. Haven't done it yet, but that doesn't mean it'll never happen.
Sweet. Good to know. They've already thought about this. Goddamn. But
Will there be a post for the Open Beta 16 overview? Yeah, we're working on full patch notes this week, and then the plan will be to publish those out to live on the website on Monday. On Friday's show, we'll be going over the full balance, though.
I bought Game Pass just to get the Xbox Hecate skin. When the pass expired, the skin got removed from my account. It's kind of frustrating. That's the way the Game Pass works. If your Game Pass subscription lapses, you no longer have the contents of things that you got during Game Pass. It is the way it works for Microsoft. So I apologize that hit you that way, but that is the way that Game Pass works.
So you want to...
how does your box interact with Action Cam up and down aiming? So the up and down aiming probably wouldn't apply to him, but I know that we actually did add special tech to Action Cam, because really Action Cam is just a separate set of camera coordinates to be able to adjust that per character, which is something we didn't have before. Yorm basically required it because he's big.
It's a big snack.
When is there a new Wandering Market collection? Currently, we don't have an ETA on that. We don't have a firm plan to be able to share with you right now. As we mentioned previously, we've been working on kind of getting the coin economy feeling a little bit better. That's the first part.
Good.
Some other things that we're working on in the background. We do want to make sure that there are free rewards that you can get as part of this system.
Free!
But I don't have a firm update for when we'll be rolling that out.
Someone mentioned Sigma Lash doing 200 damage to Soul Lane Totem. That's just something we need to go fix. The Totem always has issues with percent health things because in the background it just has a ridiculous amount of health. So you're just hitting the cap that it's supposed to deal.
It does.
I think we fixed that in some other cases, so I'll just have to go look and make sure that Sigma's applying it. But it's a good note.
Thank you, guys. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Can we get Pele Aspect 3 to count as healing ability? Yeah, we mentioned this earlier. That should be fixed for the next update, I believe.
Yeah, that should. So, yes and no. It depends on what you mean by healing ability. It will get the tag applied to it, but there are certain interactions that will apply, like, because it's something that you can just constantly refire and toggle. There are certain things that will apply to and won't apply to, but like the healing itself should trigger things like Vital Amplifier should trigger that, for example. I don't think it counts as casting technically though, because it's not a cast ability in the same way. So that's like the caveat there.
Oh, good question. What about Ascension tokens? Are they converted to legacy gems? If so, what rate? Yes, same rate. So it's the value of, so it's 900 legacy gems for any Ascension tokens that you have in your inventory at the time that you upgrade to the Ultimate Edition, or if you buy one on a on a collection afterwards, I believe it's refunded at 900.
Ooh, okay.
Someone brought up an interesting balance point of like Soul Lane is Rush Mystical and Sanguine. We've talked about that a little bit internally. I think the fact that they're strong is good. Them stacking maybe is the part that we'd want to hit. How we do that is a little bit up in the air. But that is, I think I think the thing that we wouldn't want to do is nerf them both by half. So they're basically only good when bought together and then bad when you buy them separately. That's probably what we wouldn't do, but it's on our list to be looking at right now.
Yeah, Sanguine Sash, man. That thing's OP. Or
Can
Sanguine
Janus
Lash.
reach Aladdin Lamp from the main map? No.
Oh, that's a good question.
I actually know the answer to this. Janus ult has a maximum portal range of 8,000 centimeters. And the Aladdin map is something like 10 million centimeters away. It's very far away. It was far enough that some people brought up like rounding errors might be a concern. We didn't end up having that happen for us, but that was like, maybe that's actually too far out.
Interesting. It's an excellent question to ask there by that chat.
Chat's always asking about the little leaks that we accidentally show. Any update on the graphs tab we saw in the end game screen on a previous show? No updates yet. It's something that we did a little bit of work on at one point in time, but it hasn't been the priority, so we haven't looped back to it. They're not in a shippable state right now, so maybe it's something we come back to.
Very
in the future, but it's
attentive.
not the top priority at the moment.
Janus ult does go to what it is when it hits a wall, it will check 8,000 centimeters out from that point of the wall hit. Then to see if there's an endpoint that's valid for the portal, and then it'll travel for functionally ever for a map. It does have like a max range at which the projectile will die, but you'll never see that in a real match.
Got a portal into the Aladdin lamp.
Can Yorm get into Apollo ult?
Oh, facts. That's a great question. I probably know, man. He's the world serpent. That dude is too large to fit in Apollo's little carriage. It's gotta be a no, because you can't knock him up. You can't knock him back because you can only root him, stun him, cripple him. You can't banish him. That's not possible. Freeze. That's a stun. I think those are the only 3. I might be forgetting some. All the interactions you can do. Yeah. No, I think there's just 3. So freeze / stun. So stun, root, cripple. That's it. You cannot knock him up. You cannot banish him. You cannot. Well, maybe banishment works differently. So that one I'm not too certain of. So I know he's knockback immune. He's knock up immune because he's so large. He's the world serpent. That's why. I'm not sure how the banishment will get treated. I don't remember seeing that one. I think he might be immune to that one too. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's an excellent question, man. That was great. That got us. Whoever that chatter was, excellent question. Pon thinking about it. He's like, you know what? I don't think so. And I'm glad you asked, because now I can go check. He's about I'm saying no. The answer is no. Apollo can't carry the world serpent on his carriage. So he's probably gonna be the only one who can't hitch a ride on the Apollo Uber or Apollo taxi cab.
It turned into an orb, so I assume yes.
Sorry, I know we're not on Norm right now. I saw that question.
I
I think that actually came up when we were talking about him, people letting people ride the Apollo, and it was like, well, what happens to characters like Yorm? And I think our answer was, no, we're just going to turn them into a light ball, because there's a reason why sometimes we choose like there could be really cool to see the gods models on the Apollo chariot, but then there's practical reasons why that ends up being a nightmare. Right. And if you want the cool thing, you sometimes have to take.
You just have to play their falling animation. It's like
interesting. I guess I was wrong. The answer is yes. Jorm can be carried by Apollo's taxi cab. He'll just get turned to a little light ball. That's a loophole there. Okay. I was wrong. Yeah. I admit it. I'll take the L. I'll hold it.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to go look at something after this.
He's gonna verify. That's what he's doing, man. That's a great question.
When will we see the cross-gen skins for Ganesh, Mercury, Sun Wukong, and Huyi? I know those they're all on the calendar. Soon-ish, at some point.
Soon-ish, yeah. Basically, we scheduled wrong.
Yeah.
We generally try to do the cross-gen skins before we do any like classic skins for a god, and we goofed up. So those are on the calendar. It's going to be a little while. I don't know the exact patch they're supposed to come out, but they are on
probably
the list.
Christmas. I'll say Christmas.
All right. Well, we are at 2:01 p.m., so it's time for
one more question.
I almost got caught off guard there.
I know, right? and I believe PTS should be opening up just about now. I think Kabir said he was going to flip the switch right at 2 p.m. Alani check, Cherry Twist Gang for me.
Cherry Twist, yeah. We've restocked. Last couple shows, we did not have Alani's, but now we do once again.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I got me some water. What are you guys drinking? Let me know. One more question.
This is more of a design question, but it's an interesting one.
All right.
Gold per minute stat on the end screen. Can it be changed to not include gold spooling or starting gold? Otherwise, it doesn't really represent how well you are farming. I guess, is that the goal, or is it? I mean, it still kind of does, but it just factors in the other things.
Yeah, I mean, technically that number, like, everyone gets basically the same gold spooling, so functionally, yeah, if you have higher GPM than someone else, you farmed better than they did. You could get like an amount not from spooling and starting, but it just that's like it would be like an extra line of probably noise when the thing that you could look at already is who farmed the most efficiently and just see whose number is bigger.
Yeah. It'll add some
any chance we can get a replay system to the game so we can rewatch our matches?
No.
So technically,
I was gonna say something, but then you started talking.
Yeah, so technically, like we do have like a replay. We actually used it a lot in the early stages of Smite 2 development to like actually isolate bugs. But it is a server cost to actually run it. Like the server itself has to do extra processing for it, which can create some latency situations. It's a huge file. Like there's logistical issues with it. As far as I know, it's still supported and works. We just haven't tested it as much because it's not something that we've planned to enable, at least in the short term. But it should technically be feasible. It's just one of those things where it's like you have to provide a lot of support.
Yeah.
The Spectator client leans, I think, a lot on that tech as well. So like it's maintained with Spectator.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Just record your games.
I need to find one.
Record them. Or stream them and check the VODs.
Let's see. There's one that someone asked earlier, but I've lost it, and I was gonna try and like. It was.
Chill.
No, that's not what it was. I'll find one. Someone will give me one.
Yeah, there'll be a good one.
One that I feel like I can answer.
Stott has a fun one.
Should Hardware Active be working with the Asclepius? This is actually one that popped up. Currently, you can double proc Asclepius with a 20% HP. Yes, because it's cool. And we'll see. That actually came up because the cool line. So, okay, here's me. I play roguelikes, so I like when things say this thing that isn't a thing now acts as a thing. That's just a cool keyword to me. And so Asclepius saying this is treated as a healing ability, and then it working with Heartward would like that's the cool interaction.
Uh-huh.
If it's busted, then we can fix it. But I think those kind of cool interactions are interesting.
Nice.
So I like them.
Sweet. Well, Kilgoon, Ponfon,
Get
thanks so
them
much
together.
for joining us on the show today.
Yeah.
Chat, thanks so much for hanging out. Open Beta 16, PTS should be live just about now. So if you've got Smite 2 public test on Steam, you can download the client and hop in and try out Janus,
Shout
as
out.
well as all the other cool stuff that is going to be in our next update. We'll be back on Friday with the full overview for God and item balance.
Tomorrow.
As well as maybe some other stuff that wasn't on this show, but we will see you all back here at twitch.tv/mygame at 1 p.m. on Friday for our next episode. But until then, hope everyone has a great rest of the day. Peace.
Peach it. Yay. Shout out to you guys. Isaiah, Hilgoon, and Pompon. Thank you once again for another fantastic update show. Check out Fridays too. It's gonna be on Monday. I'll check out Fridays. Yo, I'm excited. I'm looking forward. Janus is coming. I'm not a Janus main. I'm really interested to see what the aspect is going to be. So poor Janus, it's quite enticing for me. Intriguing as well. Interesting. Looking forward to it. All the new updates that they're adding, fantastic. Small, the devil's in the details. Small little increments, small little adjustments will compound over time and end up in two great successes. Those are my thoughts at the very least. Shout out to you guys making the game much more better. You get 1% better with each day, with each update, with each rework, or an introduction to old characters or new characters. Fantastic job, gentlemen. Shout out to them once again. Make sure to go support them. Like, comment, share their videos and on the YouTube channel. Make sure to check them out on Friday. They'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be playing Portal. We'll see how that goes. I welcome you to join me. We can chat, hang out, and vibe together with some Portal action in the name of Janus himself. Oh yeah, I tied that together. Just right now. Janus the Portal God. All right. Janus the Portal God and Portal. Coming together. There we go. Yeah. Shout out to the live gang, replay gang, and the lurk squad as well. This is it for me. I'm caught up on what I wanted to catch up on. I will let you guys go enjoy the rest of your day and your week. Getting ready for the weekend. Make sure it's a nice and productive one. Don't forget, detach yourselves, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification on YouTube so you don't miss another stream, video, or short. Make sure to follow me on Twitch as well. We can vibe out together, jam out, and hang out and chat. Don't forget to exercise as well. Eat healthy, nutritious meals. Drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Get plenty of rest and sleep. And do your cardio. Until we meet again, which will be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all. Today was a great stream. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to all the new stuff that's coming. Remember, it's only been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And a lot of progress has been made. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to this. Again, the direction of the game is very, very positive. I see it going whoop in an upwards trajectory. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Still gonna keep supporting them. They earned my support every day. Shout out to y'all. Peace out. Take care, guys. Till tomorrow. We out of here.